family and lovers, to our second session here in the land, the kingdom of Kavaria. But we are in Culver's Cove, and last we left our little adventurers, our little and big adventurers, they had all met up at Old Teller's. They were hanging out at Old Teller's. Benji serving up the good stuff. Mm-hmm. And you guys checked out the quest board and found out that there were many young men with blonde hair that were missing. How could this be? But you weren't so concerned with all that, were you? At least some of you weren't.
We were worried about a boat.
Mort was, but you found another quest on the board that was offering 175 gold pieces if you were able to return a lost boat. On the way there, Nyx, with her incredible perception, noticed a young girl sitting on a sad sack.
We did.
And you talked to little Very, 4-year-old Very, who her brother was lost, and that did pull on your heartstrings. And you said, hey, what the heck? If this guy went missing and he rented a boat, maybe this has something to do with this boat you're looking for now. So you headed south, and by the... I'm not going to say it, by the Pearl's Oyster, and the Oyster's Pearl. The Oyster's Pearl. Say it. I won't say it. And you found a little dockside, a little kiosk area where Callie was, and he was offering the 175 gold pieces, and you guys rented a boat from him, and you went off east on the open waters. After a little bit of struggle, you finally got it together, and you guys headed on towards the caverns.
Mm-hmm. You sure did.
And you walked right in.
We were real smart about that.
You walked right up in those caverns, and you immediately noticed, as the glow was bright upon you, 4 hobgoblins, red-skinned hobgoblins. But you were able to take them out with a really good use of everybody's strengths. And then you decided that maybe this time, instead of rushing on forward, that you guys would explore these caverns a little more stealthily. So your buddy River went forth and tried to take out the last hobgoblin guard. And it wasn't as easy as maybe you hoped, but you were able to do it with, again, some help from friends. And there you found 8 prisons. 8 prisons, each filled with a blonde-haired young man.
A little blonde boy.
A little blonde boy. Unfortunately, 7 in different states of health were able to be recovered, and 1 was unfortunately deceased. But you did figure some things out. You took as many as you could back as you found another boat, as you explored the rocky caverns outside. You were able to find another boat. You carried as many as you could back to the guards' keep. Callie was there, and they were able to send out and get the rest of them. So quest was complete, 175 gold in your pockets, and you guys moved forward back to your prospective homes or inns that night. Mm-hmm. And the next morning, you were greeted by someone on the streets who asked you to please come to the Moon-Touched district, where you guys went to the Temple of Lunai Natar. Mm-hmm. And the temple was being blessed, and the temple was being used for remembrance. And each of the parents there, of the young boys, even the one that was lost, was there. And you were rewarded 1,100 gold pieces. 1,100.
1,100, not 11,000.
This one goes to
1,000.
Then you guys decided, hey, what the heck? Let's go back to Old Tellers. Let's see what Benji's got cooking. Maybe there's something new on the quest board. And you did see something, but it was very vague. Something about a magic item. They wanted a magic item. And the only thing that you saw up at the title on the head part, the header, that's not what it's called, was Parasum Manor. And they were looking for a magical item. And for some reason, your buddy Leaf was not too keen about going to this manor. And you come to find out with a little bit of talking that maybe this is a competing family in the wine industry of the Oak Bridge name. Mm-hmm. And he didn't want to be seen there for whatever reason. So after a fun 80s montage of clothing, and he is disguised with the help of Leaf as you guys headed up from the loft, and you guys decided, okay, we're good to go. So the four of you reconvened, and you headed north through the Moon-touched district, over the bridge, into the Firmers district. And it was getting late about this time. It was nightfall, and you passed the many vineyards, and but you guys know that the crush does not happen for several more months now. It is currently the month of Calcine.
Scene.
That's
The
my
month-
birth month.
Oh, the month of Calcine. And you guys are heading in, and you see a beautiful manor all the way east. You knock on the door. Someone opens it. She leads you in and says the master will see you shortly, and the doors slam behind you. And that is where we left off. We leave you in the foyer of this beautiful manor. There is all manner of ornate vases and paintings and artistry on the walls. And you are left here alone as she seems to go off to find her master.
Okay.
How good does Leaf look as young Mort right now?
Oh yeah, he's disguised. I forgot.
River had disguised him to look similarly to Mort, almost as if he was his son.
Yeah.
River, you did a really good job.
Oh, thank you. It is one of my specialties.
So, what are we thinking? There's no. Can I make an investigation check, like or perception check around me?
What do you want to do? Do you want to look for
I
something?
want to look for immediate threats, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, make an investigation check for me.
Okay. 19.
Are you checking a specific area, the walls? Are you looking for traps? What exactly are you looking for? You let me know, and I'll get it.
I guess I'm listening for other humanoids.
Okay. You don't hear anything in the foyer.
Okay.
currently.
Okay.
That's what we hear. No.
Yeah. Just hold on that center button.
Okay. Is that the song or just the sound of
No,
it?
that's
the
just
sound
our
of it.
speaker thing turned on. Don't mind
Have you
us.
ever been
Don't
in
mind
here
it.
before?
In here, first of all, my name is Manny.
Manny Decadir,
Manny Decadir,
son of Mort.
son of Mort.
Yes, say it. Thank you.
I have not been in here before. I try to stay away, as you can see. I don't really have much to do in the business. I just kind of don't really get involved.
You just
Okay.
drink the wine?
I do. I drink the wine sometimes. Yes.
It's almost as good as this place is.
Thank you.
I heard they have the best wine here.
They do.
It
Sorry,
does
Manny.
not
Sorry, Manny.
affect me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It doesn't. I'm not angry.
River, how you feeling about all this right now?
Typical rich folk. I'm not too concerned. Like to know what we're going after. But otherwise, whatever.
Nyx is gonna use her stealth hopefully to move forward and try to look and follow this lady who walked away from us.
You want to follow her?
Yes, or at
Okay.
least like see where she's trying to go. What do I do?
You want to stealth behind her?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth for me.
How do I do this?
Roll.
Okay.
Roll for
21.
Nice.
21. Okay, so you start to follow where you think she went off after you guys had had a little bit of a conversation here. So it's been about a minute or two. And as you go to like leave this grand foyer, somebody approaches.
Up. And I'm like, ooh. Can I go back unnoticed, or am I following this person?
You can, whatever you'd like to do, because you have a good stealth there. So it's 100% up to what you would like to
I'm
do.
gonna act like I wasn't doing anything at all.
Okay, perfect.
Good.
You
mouthful.
see before you, that's not the music that I want. But,
no, we're having some music difficulties.
Well, there's so many duties as a DM that sometimes you forget some of them.
They play really good music here.
But luckily, Brooke sent me a little message. You see before you a young man He has got a mop of auburn hair, a little curly on top of his head, hazel eyes, and you see like a little sprinkle of freckles above his nose bridge and his cheeks.
Darren Chris.
And he looks at you
Isn't
and
he
he
have
says,
black hair?
"Adventurers, I have called you here today, as I am a man of great importance, and I saw what you did today with the young men. So I had one of my court run towards where you were staying and put a quest on the board, and I'm very glad that you took it. What do you call yourselves?"
Oh, we don't.
What?
we're not.
The super best friends, I think, right? That's
The
us.
super best friends.
That's not
That's
it.
we're best friends, though, I think.
But we don't really have a name. We just met yesterday.
They don't.
But
like
we've been through so much
more.
together.
They don't like
Not
our
really.
name that we came up with.
We'll run it back and try another one.
We'll
I don't really like the name.
Well, you can. I mean, it's not so much the name as long as.
Anyway, we're a team.
Yes, we're.
For now.
Okay, I did.
What is your name?
I'm Oliver.
Oliver what?
Do you not know me?
I don't know. I don't have a clue who you are.
I'm Oliver. The Harrison Manor.
Oliver Perisim.
Oh,
Yes.
I've heard of you. You have the best
Oh,
wine
you
in
have
the area.
best wine in the area.
Thank you, I know.
Manny, you said you didn't know him?
Have you never tried my wine?
I have tried your wine.
You don't like it?
It's fine. I'm not much of a wine drinker myself.
Oh, I understand. Well, that's fine. But there is a wine for everyone.
I will try some in due
We'll
time.
find your wine.
But
I promise you that.
What have you called us here for?
Well, the thing is, and you see he looks back to the lady's mistress, who is the one that went and fetched him, and he says, "Elise, please give me some space." And she leaves the room. Not happily, but she does.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. I need a magical item. I need something, and I know that you're capable of this, as you were able to find 8 men that have been missing for some of them more than a month. I need to find a magical item that will make my parents believe that someone who is not of great importance is of great importance. Can you do this for me?
Are you in love?
I am.
I knew it.
So what you're asking us is...
Are you in love? You understand. If you had a love in your heart the way that I have a love in my heart, then you would do anything.
I understand. She loves love.
Have we heard of such a potion?
So what you're asking is to essentially find something that will charm your parents into believing that this person that you are in love with is worth letting into your family.
I'll do it.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay.
What are we waiting
Do you-
for?
I mean,
I
I
don't know if such a thing exists.
Mort?
I might be able to try my hand at...
Have I heard of
Charming.
maybe such an item?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
I just wanted to be in love.
5.
You've definitely heard. I mean, you've definitely heard that of like love spells and things that can make people feel happy. That's definitely going to work if you could just find like love potion number 9.
Love potion number 9.
The thing is, Mort, though, is that they're already in love.
Yes, they're
And-
already in love.
And so Oliver is looking for something that'll make his parents believe that this person that he's with is worthwhile.
My question for you, Oliver, is if we are able to charm your parents, or if you're able to charm your parents, how long will that last? It's only temporary.
That's why I need you to make it last forever, or just until
You're
they
married?
see how happy I am.
What if you had a conversation with them?
Oh, I've done that.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Well, I'm with the little one.
Come on, guys. It's so cool.
It's
How long have you known this person?
All my life.
They're in love.
May we ask the
Is this-
person's name?
You can, but you have to promise not to say it. If you say it too soon, and my parents... Now, this is why it is of such great importance. My father's on a hunting trip, and my mother's gone to sleep for the night. I have one night for you to come back. Please.
Okay, what's their name?
If I tell you, you probably... Are you from here?
Yes.
I've been around.
I wandered the woods for years. You don't gotta worry about me.
I won't tell anybody.
He's not a great statue. He's a farmer.
Okay.
A farmer?
You don't think there's anything wrong with that?
No, of course not.
I'm a farmer.
I'm a noble.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Love is love.
It's just money, isn't it? I mean, who cares?
Well, my parents.
Well, yeah, of course, because
I don't know where you're from, but if you were to understand at all how these things work, you would know what I'm facing.
I mean, I understand to a degree.
Leaf Manny?
Yes.
I think maybe somewhere in your heart you might understand.
As a non-noble myself,
A decadere.
a decadere, we have wandered the woods
But maybe,
for years. I have no idea what this chap is going through.
maybe. I think we should do it.
Have you been to the crush before?
The who?
The Great Crush. where
Yes,
we,
of course,
We crush
the crush.
wine. We crush the grapes and turn it into wine.
I've always wanted to go, but my feet
Well,
are really
Ogden
small.
is the greatest crusher there is.
What's his?
Ogden?
Ogden.
Is Ogden the big crusher? Is that the one you have a crush on?
He's the one that I love.
Oh, love, yes.
She has a crush on the crusher.
He
Oh,
has a
yeah.
crush. He has a crush on the
Gay.
crusher.
Happy Pride.
Ogden.
Ogden.
How have
Darren,
you,
Oliver and
how,
Ogden.
how do you know Ogden? You said you've known him your whole life.
Because he works at the manor. He's worked on the fields.
What is
This
So,
manor.
so your parents will know Ogden.
Yes, they know Ogden well.
So we're supposed to just erase all of the memory of him.
Yes, that's why you are who you are. The super best pals.
No,
What was it?
no.
We don't have a name.
That's a good one.
That sounds really good.
Maybe those two.
What was
They're
it?
the super
You said
best pals.
The super best pals.
That's not it. And
you're not part of the super best pals.
Definitely not.
I'm not part of any
So
group.
you're the super best pals, and then who are you?
I'm just.
Well, today we are.
Did you help find the young men?
Yeah, we all help
We all-
find the young men. It's just that's first of all, if we were a group, which we met them yesterday,
2 days
Well, I
ago.
mean, you. That's your father.
that is my father.
Right,
I did.
Why would you disown me like this?
If we were a group, I met them
so you
yesterday.
just met them. Okay,
I met them yesterday.
So father, son, wandering the forest.
Wandered the
the
forest.
two-
I'm
you-
not part of this.
I'm also from the forest.
If we were a
So
group,
the three
it
of
would
you
not
been
be the
wandering
super
the
best
forest,
pals.
and you who
Well,
are you?
okay, hold on. I
passing through.
I wasn't wandering the forest. I live in the forest. I'm from the forest. My family's from the forest, and they make shoes. And why my last name is Shoemaker, which makes sense because it's shoes. But anyway, I did meet these guys yesterday, except for they didn't know each other.
Except for the father.
Except for the
No,
father.
we-
the father and son knew each
But
other.
in a different sense, it's hard to really know your son and the son, the father. You understand, right?
I do
we were
understand.
I
wandering
just kind of
different
got
areas of the
swept
woods.
into the whole situation, and I'm just kind of here.
What did you want us to do again?
The four of you did something that no one else in this area could do.
Yeah, we're a good
The four of you together.
Super
I
best
suppose
friend
we
pals.
are.
But you're telling me that you're not a group. You don't work together. You're not an adventuring party.
What we're saying is we are temporarily working together, but it's not as if we're going to become a thing. We may not. It's
I thought you were
nothing-
going to solve my problems. If there was anyone who could do it, it would be
Well, if we could find 8 young men, we can find.
away
how-
from my parents to
Look.
forget about whether or not he's noble or
Let's do
If
it.
he's a lowly farmer, you can surely do that.
I might know. I might have to. How much are you paying?
Whatever you want.
Whatever we want.
Well, I mean,
I
within
do it for
reason.
free.
Oh, that's
Nick,
lovely.
Nick.
Thank you.
Don't say that.
I will give
But
you
I
a bottle of
won't.
wine.
Hush up now, Nick.
Don't.
I won't, though.
And we only have tonight to figure this out. Just tonight. Why?
And because my father will be returning from his hunting trip tomorrow.
Okay, but
My mother I can preoccupy, but my father is.
why do you have to tell them tomorrow? What's so special about tomorrow? Why do you only have one day?
Because I've asked him to marry me.
You just went for it, huh?
I did.
Okay.
It's just Kevin.
I
You
don't
just
know
went
that such
for
a
it,
thing
huh?
exists, but if I'm getting paid, then why don't we?
A magic item, a spell,
What gave you
something
such
that
an
makes us
idea?
To
Do you have any previous knowledge of something that would exist like this?
Well, I don't, but I thought if I laid in bed last night and I thought, what could I do? How can I make this work? And I thought, the adventurers who'd come to town and had solved everyone's problems. Well, if I could just make my parents not care, then I could be happy. That's all I want.
Guys, look at his eyes.
I mean, he doesn't have to stick around. Why don't you run away together?
Because I love my family and I love my home. And Ogden loves it here. He grew up here, on the grounds.
What's Ogden say about all this?
He just doesn't feel like he'll ever be accepted.
I don't know that such a thing exists, honestly, Oliver. I would love to help you.
Well, can't you think of something?
I know somebody who's great with magic. Maybe I can ask her and see what comes of it.
I would appreciate that.
I'd have to travel a long way, though. It'd have to be more than just by tomorrow.
But that won't work. I have to tell them
Jeff.
tomorrow. Please.
I don't know how I can reach this person. She's several towns away.
If I don't tell them tomorrow, my father's picks someone. I'm betrothed. And I find out tomorrow afternoon who that is.
You guys.
You don't understand. If I don't tell them, if I don't change their minds by tomorrow, my life is over.
Could we convince him to pick Ogden? Would that be easier than finding a magical item? We almost have a forced marriage, but to who he wants.
If I have a friend who is a noble. I do not think that. I think that if
A noble from where?
I don't know. I met him once.
But not from here.
Not from here.
They'd have to be a noble from somewhere else. Maybe you could grant a title.
Well, I
Is
mean,
there any certain piece of jewelry that a noble would wear here that...
If they were given the status of lady, or not lady in this case, but lord or noble, something.
could you do that? As, you know,
Someone who roams the forest? Is it?
He's well-traveled.
Well,
he just
yeah.
happens to know an oak bridge.
An
Oh,
oak bridge.
no. You've got to be kidding me.
Well,
You know an oak bridge.
What?
I do know an oak ridge, yes. I do not think that noble houses can just grant nobility. on
There's no
people.
way an oak bridge is going to help me. There's just no way.
well,
I think
We've
there might-
outsold them in
times.
wine the past 15 years. They hate
there
us.
might be a way.
Can nobility be granted upon someone by another noble?
Of course, yes.
What?
I think we could maybe.
I mean, it's not common, but if someone were to do a great deed, if someone were to be knighted, there are ways, of course, but I couldn't get my father to do that. He's not aware of my feelings for Ogden,
leave Manny.
and I don't think he would be I know that he wouldn't be because I've asked and I've said in just enough ways to get the answers that I knew he was going to tell me.
Leaf Manny, I think maybe we could.
Leaf Manny, what is this? Is that your title?
It's because he's from the woods and he loves
Manny.
leaves.
That's quite adorable.
He eats them.
Here you go, son.
So the only way is to either grant their nobility or get some magic item. And, you know, I couldn't just talk to the man, talk to your father, see if I can charm him, talk.
But if we...
My father's not, and most people think he's reasonable. He's never been reasonable when it comes to my love life.
Would an individual who owned a small portion of noble land be considered a lord?
Well, sure.
So would
You pay your tithe to the king, but yes.
Even the smallest portion? Soil?
What? Can I
Square
do
foot?
a history check to see, like, if, as, like, with my... I don't think that... I'm not sure how it works when it comes to, like, you know, how Leaf is a noble. If he could grant anything like that. Could I do, like, a history check to know what I would know from that?
Sure.
Oh, nice.
Let me see.
It's a good roll.
I mean, he would know, so it fits.
So it fits.
Feet Oakbridge.
It would be 21.
The title that you hold would 100% be able to grant somebody
Okay.
a title. How you were to go about that would be up to you.
Well...
Can I make maybe like an Arcana check or some kind of check to know if there is such an item that this kid is looking for? Would that be allowed?
We
Yeah,
don't
go
even
ahead,
we
yeah.
don't even need the item if we have a leaf.
Yeah, but that's up to Leaf though. I mean, we can talk him into it, but oh, that was not fair. Okay, that is going to be 13.
13. You have not heard of a charm person that was like for the duration of
Of a long
someone's
time.
like
Life.
a year or life.
Yeah.
No, you have not heard
I didn't
of
think
that.
so. I wanted to check, but I didn't think. Cool.
There is on a 13. There are certain spells that have done ritualistic, like for a year, can have some permanency, but yeah, nothing that you've
Yeah, but then
ever
it's
come
only good
across.
for a year.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
I got a little.
Can you knight people? Have you ever knighted before? I've never knighted anyone. Okay.
There's always
Sell 'em
a
just as
first time for everything.
And you're saying if he owned land that's on your property, then he would be noble?
If he was granted land, not on my property because this is the manor. The manor itself is, well, we have servants, farmers, up to, nobles that, my mother's mistress, who, lady of the courts, lords of the courts that live in this manor and around in the surrounding areas. We have the chaplain, who is considered in some ways, a noble. Now, I don't know if that's something that you guys would, sorry. I'm just checking my notes real quick because, yeah. Basically in this area, there is the manor house and the grounds. All the homes that live here are different levels of caste and class here. And so, there's not like a bidding, like if land was given from this space, it would be granted either from the king or the lord of the house, which is a big problem.
Yeah,
now.
because he won't do it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not
But
we're
if
gonna
like
get the-
a far off a noble family on a different chunk of land was able to grant a title and land and say, even if it was just written on paper, that might be something that I'll give you more information if I'll have you guys all do a either history or intelligence check.
Whichever is higher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let me see my history.
History or
12
intelligence.
for Mort.
They're the same for me.
I wrote your
I know.
Natural 20.
I got a
I
Plus
got a
4.
dirty 20.
I got a 1.
24.
Perfect. Okay, and then
12.
it doesn't matter.
It's my first natural 20, you guys.
Yes, that's the
Nice.
first natural 20 of the campaign.
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
think so.
Isn't it?
Yeah, has anyone rolled a 20?
No,
I
I
don't
think
know, there
I
might
think
be
I think I rolled a 20
We
during
didn't
battle.
make a big deal out of it. We should have.
Oh no.
Okay, well, my
Okay.
first natural 20 plus 4.
I will say, was that history or
That was
Intelligence.
just, I mean, they're both the same. So,
I got a dirty 20 as well.
intelligence, I guess, or history?
history is going to give you a little bit more.
History.
Okay, so what you know about
I
the
got
things that
22.
you've spied, and especially, I mean, there's enough noble people that have come through Audrin Wealth, you know, that you would know in that university people talking about titles of land, and of course that's information that you can share with the others about your own past. But the Audrin Wealth Arcanum University is just not too far off from Culver's Cove, but it is a large university. It is a magical university, and you spent a lot of time there. You have heard of certainly people being able to write out titles. People are made lords and ladies and noblemen and knights, not on a whim, but on a decision that someone with a higher title makes. So if someone were to prove themselves in battle, do a great deed for someone, they could receive a title. For
Okay,
sure.
cool.
And that can be done on paperwork. That doesn't necessarily have to actually be granted. In fact, you, in some of your wily ways, might know ways to
Forge.
counterfeit that. Or,
Yeah, counterfeit.
You know,
Yeah, because there's no way, I mean, as far as I know, this university and where I'm from are like several towns over.
it's several towns over.
Yeah.
But it's closer to Culver's Cove
Oh,
than, say,
then,
like,
yeah.
the kingdom is to you, where you
Oh,
are.
yeah.
Or even where, like, Leaf's noble family is from.
Yeah.
But with Leaf, with the dirty 20, with what you know about being a noble, and
I actually had a 22.
a 22, great. Yeah, then you know what what these forms, these titles would look like.
So I could write one up from memory.
There's something that you absolutely could.
And your signature would be enough?
Some type
I
of
mean-
seal.
You'd have to do a really good job, and I would have you guys do performance checks probably with advantage, knowing that you have this knowledge. But it's something that you guys could do maybe a tiny bit of research. You guys could head back. There is a library in the Moon-Touched district.
okay.
If you wanted to actually look at something or look at like which district maybe is not your exact district, but you could pull up some of that information. It would take some time, but you could probably do it by tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
One thing that I would like to ask, if I was to get in touch with my Oakbridge friend, I think that I would want to meet this man.
Hogan?
To make sure that he was worthy of the title.
Well, I have no problem with that because
I
you'll
believe you.
certainly see that he is.
Okay. Is he here now?
He's not here now, no.
I thought he worked here.
Is he
I thought he worked
farming?
here.
He lives in one of the homes. He
He's
doesn't
behind
live
this
in my
door.
manor.
I thought maybe
His
he's
family lives in one of the
the
homes.
stable
on the-
boy or something.
He's not the stable boy.
He's a farmer.
He's a farmer.
He's a farmer, son. Don't be rude.
Oh,
I'm not
God.
being rude.
It's all right.
I love how you're...
I'm from the
There
woods,
might
so
be
I
a way
wouldn't
for
know.
us to draw
It
up.
reflects on me as a father.
You're forced.
There might be a way for us to draw
He
up.
eats leaves.
He does eat leaves. He's not,
I
you know,
do.
the
Broderick
most,
is on
the
you for
brightest.
sure.
Right.
The point I'm trying to make is there might be a way for us to draw up some papers and grant lordship to Ogden.
Even if we have to forge it.
Even if we have to forge it.
Just please don't do anything that would be obvious or get him
Oh.
caught or have him put in jail.
I promise you.
If Ogden
that
was
I'm-
to be put in jail, we would take care of that as well.
Wow. You really are something. The super best friend house.
That's
That's
not
not
it.
it. Anyway, the point is, it might not be right away. We're gonna need some time. We're gonna go to the library. We're gonna look some things up. Give us like 7 hours.
Have Ogden here when we come back.
Okay, that's fine. We could meet, actually, not in the manor. Tomorrow would be better if we would. Why don't we meet at Ogden's house?
Perfect.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Good idea.
All right, it's the third vineyard, the third plot of land that you'll see. There's two barren, and then his, which is being, the leaves or the grapes are green at this moment. They're not quite ready yet, but the ones that look the best, that's Ogden's house.
Oh.
It's the best pasture.
Petrichara bless you all.
And
And
we're
also
talking money
you.
though,
And
right? We're not.
also-
And
We're
also
disregarding
with
her.
your
She'll do it for free.
And
No.
with
You
your
can give her
spirit.
share to me. Oh, have
No,
you?
she wants some too.
I could give you each. I could help you find your favorite bottle of wine.
That's not what I want.
It's worth quite a bit. I would go to the cellar for it.
How much is it worth?
Hundreds of gold.
But it's the
Hundreds.
experience, River, of drinking.
I don't do anything for the experience. We'll discuss more later. Let's just go.
You let me know. Thank you so much.
Okay, Oliver.
I'm sorry about the door slamming. It does that. It was meant to be looked at.
You
It's
gotta
a little bit-
oil it a little bit.
I know. Sorry.
It's very loud too.
It is.
It would be very
You're
heavy
right. I
for
don't like
Nix or myself to make it.
But
I
right
didn't
down
have a
with
chance
that.
of opening
Not
it
a
myself.
chance.
Well, I appreciate you, and I do ask your forgiveness for the door. Good day.
Bye.
Good day.
Good day, Oliver.
Goodbye. We're gonna find your love for you.
Thank you so much.
He's already found his love, and
We're gonna make it real.
it's real.
Your love's gonna
already.
become a reality.
All right, let's go.
To the
To
library.
the library.
Study.
It is very
Something you
late.
can do.
Okay, maybe
Oh,
we should.
it's nighttime.
It's late. Oh,
You
let's.
guys are
late.
pretty zonked out.
We're pretty zonked. We
We
did.
did have a long rest.
We did?
Yeah, after our
You did
battle.
last night, yeah.
Oh,
How are we feeling?
I
How
mean,
are we
it's-
feeling?
It's at this time, like 10
okay.
At night.
at night, yeah.
How far away is this manor from
I've pulled plenty of all-nighters.
the?
We can take a nap and wake up in the morning.
I said 7 hours to this kid, to this boy.
Maybe should we just tell him tomorrow morning?
A short rest.
Let's.
Tomorrow morning.
What about tomorrow afternoon? Could we meet then?
Oh, are you back?
Did you not hear the door?
Sorry, I was just daydreaming.
Could we? Oh, that's cute. Could we possibly meet tomorrow afternoon? Maybe around high sun.
High tide.
High noon.
Before late afternoon.
Before
what time
late
are you
afternoon.
Let's
scheduled
just
to
say-
be married to someone else?
Well, I'm not scheduled to be married, but my father was going to
You choose.
make his decision.
Okay.
Okay, so, let's say 10 a.m. 10 a.m. That's how time works in this
Okay,
country. 10 a.m. Just before noon.
all right.
All right,
10
good night.
a.m. I'll mark it in my journal.
Mark it in your wherever.
All right.
Goodbye.
So that is Moon's Day
I'm gonna wave with the skeleton hand.
morning.
Moon's Day
Alright.
morning.
Good night. Good night.
Meet the super pals.
No.
Okay.
Super pal buddies.
See, you kept not saying that because now people are going to think that that's it. And we're not super pals. I don't even really know you guys.
I am starting to like it.
It's
Leave.
it's just easier to refer to us as
I just
something that
don't
goes
know if
one
I'm
name,
really
you know.
your friends
We-
yet, though.
But if we do enough good deeds together,
Who said I was sticking around after this?
well, I think you might find us enjoyable.
Okay.
In due time, River.
Maybe if you came up with a better name, you would convince him.
Then,
You
them.
can come up with a name too, Leaf.
I'm
if you
sorry.
want.
Sometimes I do get confused. I'm still learning.
It's okay.
Still learning and bettering myself.
I'm bettering myself. Yes.
I've got confusing looks, I get it.
Let us do my 2 favorite things: sleep, and then to the library.
See, this is why we can't be super pals, because all
But
this
we
man
are
likes
so
to do is
cool.
sleep and read.
Sleep and read.
So I think we're the coolest
We're
group
so
I've
cool.
ever known. I've never really left my hometown, but from what I see here, I think we are the most super pals that I've ever super
That's great, Nick.
proud.
We pal around.
Are we going back to your place?
That's far away.
How
Oliver.
Oliver.
You know that it's about 7 hours back.
Oh, really?
to where River
Yeah,
lives?
yeah.
You guys went all
Yeah,
the
that's what I
way.
said.
Yeah, yeah, no,
want
we
to go
did.
there.
The library is in
So
the
we gotta
Moon
find-
Touch district, so let's just like stay somewhere in the Moon Touch district, right?
Okay.
How far away is that? Like,
You're about 5 hours into the moon. I mean, you're crossing a great expanse of farming land.
yeah. So it's gonna take us.
You see Petrikara's temple to the left of you as you guys are leaving the manor, and then a small home, a house where the chaplain would live, and then you guys can just head just a little bit south into the west.
Okay.
Why is this song still playing?
It's the worst. It's not the worst song. I'm so Kevin MacLeod, we love you, and Delightful Indeed is a wonderful song. It just isn't correct for this.
Not for the moment. I don't think.
So
I'm
is
so
there anywhere?
sorry,
Should
my
we?
playlist
I
is
mean,
not
do you advise traveling so far just to sleep?
No, let's.
I mean, I'm
Where's
just
the
fine to.
closest
I'm just
inn?
fine to kip right here, to be honest with
Where
you.
is the
Sleep in
closest
his,
inn?
On the
vineyard.
ground.
Can I,
So
can I do a
Right.
history check of an inn that we might have passed?
Sure.
I think the Moon Touch is at.
What's that?
10.
Oh, I thought it was so fun.
It takes you a little bit of time, but when you guys first entered in, it was getting a little bit dark, and you were sort of on your mission, not really looking around. In fact, you guys didn't really look or explore this area
No?
at all.
No?
There
Really
is
feel the need?
after you guys crossed the bridge, you saw a general store.
General store.
A general store. Yes, for the general. There was a general store, and next to the general store was a small home that was labeled as an inn. You did not see a tavern. You didn't see anything of
Okay.
that nature, but there was a small home where like beds for the night.
Perfect.
You
I
know.
do remember that there was a small home. It did not look like a tavern, but there might be beds for the night.
Very good.
Well, let's do that.
All right.
Alright, well, I will lead the way because I remember where it was.
All right.
Thank you, Leaf
He's-
Manny.
I'm gonna catch up
And he's
to
going to be pulling off his beard a
this
little
guys. Well, put it in my bag. Hurry. You don't waste those items.
Frederick's gonna get confused on his shoulder and start coming back my way.
Oh,
bit. He's
good.
one of his
Yeah.
mort.
Did you forget Frederick was on your shoulder?
I forgot conveniently, and now I remember, and I've got to get the
That's
the
how he
juice.
hugs.
Wonderful.
You did shoot.
So I'm
Alright.
thinking maybe two.
The little smile.
That's
how he
Let's
hugs.
just see what the innkeeper says. 2 separate rooms though.
2 separate rooms, us 2 and them 2.
Yes.
More, we're gonna be roomies.
With the skelly hair.
Scully is
Turn like Polly Shore somehow.
Skelly hair.
turn into with
Father.
Okay,
father.
so why don't you?
She's
And you
She
have a
was
tiny
wrong.
mouse hand?
You're better at this. Why don't you go and ask the innkeeper? for
All
2
right.
rooms?
So are we at this inn? By any chance, are we at like next to this inn? or-
You guys see the general store, and there's a small building like off the general store.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in.
The lights are off.
Is the door locked?
Can I stealth?
No, don't knock. No.
I did. It's too late.
No, you didn't knock.
Can I
And then as
stealth?
soon as you knock on the door, someone comes to the door, opens a little.
You got any rooms?
Can I help you?
Have you got any rooms?
I do.
Okay.
Where are you from?
All over.
The forest.
The forest. The forest.
The
I
florist.
thought you said the forest.
This is a small
We're from
inn,
the.
and I just want to make sure that you're not coming in to, you know, be troublesome.
No, we just want a
No,
place
do
to
I
stay
look
for
like,
the night.
Do I look like a troublesome man to you?
You do. I've seen many a man as handsome as you.
I'm not talking about my looks. I'm talking about my. I do not need to steal any of your money. is what I mean. I'm not worried. Do not worry. I'm not going to rob you.
That's
Okay.
the worst thing that can happen.
It's just not a cult.
I live over by the Dockside Inn, and it's a long journey back. So,
Yes, I have some rooms.
thank you.
Just wanted all I was asking was for a little bit of,
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, wait, did
Okay.
we share too much
Conversation.
information?
I just wanted to make sure that where are you from? I'm from, the Moon Touch district.
I'm from the woods.
They are still trying to learn how to be around people.
I've never really been around people.
I was
So-
woods and
I'm not
I was
actually
sleeping
from
at
the woods.
Old Tellers for a little bit,
Oh, Benji's place.
Benji's
Benji!
place.
That's all you
Benji.
needed to say.
Yes.
Come on in.
Okay.
Oh, that's not where they're
I'm
We're just a
Sigrid.
couple of super best pals.
You're the super best pal.
We're just a couple of super best pals.
A couple of
This is
Okay.
embarrassing every time you say it.
My name is Sigrid.
Sigrid.
I own the
Sigrid.
general store. If you need anything, you let me know in the morning.
Thank you.
I've got very reasonable and fair pricing.
Really quick off the table. River's place is where? Did I say it wrong? Is it next to the Dockside Inn, or is it more into the Market District?
What is?
River's flat.
Your flat is like almost right between. The,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so I
sorry,
was
in
okay.
between what? The Market District and what else did you say?
The Dockside Inn.
The Dockside Inn. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure. I
You're,
was
you're
correct.
very close to oh my gosh, why am I forgetting her name?
Raina.
Raina's shop, your loft, her shop is it's almost right next to Old Teller's.
Oh, okay.
Mhm,
Oh,
it's very
okay,
close.
okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Good to know.
Did I give my
Spatially
home
wise.
off the table? Did I give my hometown a name?
Did you give your what?
My home little space a name? Did I give that to you ever?
Hometown.
The Redwood? I have it.
Well, they're
I
in
have
there.
it.
It's like it's a town in a bunch of redwood trees.
That's right. I don't think
So,
you
I don't know.
named it, but
It's called the Redwoods.
okay.
Original.
Original. Not like anything we've ever heard before.
Never in my life.
How many
have
rooms
I-
you need?
Just two.
2 rooms. Okay.
2 rooms.
Uh,
How much do
We'll
they go
do
for?
2 silver apiece.
Oh,
Per
Very
room.
reasonable.
Oh, I've got it.
have you?
I have, yes.
Oh, thank
all
you,
of us?
Lee,
Thank
for
you,
your
Lee.
kindness.
Thank you.
Yes, well, it's 4 silver, correct? Yes.
It is. So,
That's so nice of him.
here are your keys.
Giving up his wealth
Thank
for
you.
us.
Sleep well. I do not provide food in the morning. I'm sorry, we're not that kind of inn. It's a bed. That's all there is. But feel free to come into the general store tomorrow. I've got baked goods.
Excellent.
Excellent. That does sound very good. What kind of baked goods?
Well, I do have some seed cake.
Seed cake.
Seed cake. I carry almond sweet rolls. I also carry some cheese danishes
Oh, I
That
love
does sound
uh,
delicious.
and some fresh rye loaves.
Can't wait for tomorrow. I'm a bit peckish now, but we should wait.
Okay, well, I'm
I
off
don't
to
really
bed. Good night. Thank you, Sigrid.
You're
That's why you look like a
Good night, cigarette.
Sigrid.
Sigrid.
Be
Sigrid.
polite next.
I'm sorry.
She's trying to be
I just
polite. Be
misheard
nice to her.
him.
But she's a good.
I'll unlock the door for Nyx tonight.
Oh my god, I can reach the door.
You can't reach the door.
Aw.
So what are the bed situation?
There's two like
2 beds on each.
small cot like
Okay.
beds. And by cot I mean like there's straw and it's comfy enough. It's a nice you'll sleep well. Every now and again you do hear a little meeping. Maybe some friends.
Like me?
Like, little mice.
Smaller.
Yeah, but
Small me?
little small years.
Am I genetically related to them?
Mouse folk, I would say, are generally related to mice.
Can you speak to them?
It's
I just,
Do you
that-
speak with animals?
Can I?
you might. You have a
I
think I
ranger.
do.
don't
I
you
think
have
I
squeak
do.
speak though?
I do have squeak speak.
Yeah, you
Squeak
Yeah.
speak.
Sure. Yeah.
So may I squeak speak with my
You
little
have
brothers?
to do it.
Sure.
I just want to see what they're saying to me. I want to ask them like, how's this place?
You have
What
to
do you
do
think
it.
of it?
You have to squeak.
And then what do I do?
You have
And you see these little mice just pop up. There's 2 of them, little black eyes, and they're gray with little pink tails. And they
Oh
look
my
up.
god.
The seed cake. You must try it. Delicious.
seed cake.
See,
You're not in.
I'm not in here.
you're not even in this room.
Did I hear?
Seed cake.
The woman that runs this place, every morning she makes seed cake and it's so lovely. And we
Secret
get
is a
the
woman.
bits and the crumbs of it.
I'm gonna bring you a whole piece tomorrow.
Yes. Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you. You're welcome. Sleep tight.
Good night.
We'll watch out for you.
Do I hear any of this? I'm asleep.
You
by
hear
the way.
that?
Squeaking.
I'm gonna fall asleep, but trying to like speak myself while falling asleep.
And they just look at you.
No, then
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
You say something really offensive.
squeak, 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 squeak.
You see one of the mice. just
No,
like,
I say. Oh my goodness. Lord.
Frederick told me to say that. I'm sorry.
Rash free, what are you saying?
We're in this room. River's going to
Go off the chain.
have not an open conversation, just have a conversation with Leaf.
Leaf is trying to fluff up the bed. He is a little bit disappointed in the quality of the bed.
Sure, it's not what you're used to.
It's not what you're used to.
You know it'll be perfectly comfortable, right?
I know that it will be. I just want it to be as comfortable as I can make it.
Okay. So look, what are we doing? I mean, like, honestly, what are we doing?
Well, we're getting ready to go to bed.
No. I don't mean that. I just mean with these people with this.
I know what you mean.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel very strange about this. I feel very strange about this.
About traveling with people.
Yes, about going on adventures. I'm not an adventurer. I don't like going on adventures. I don't,
Well, aren't you a bit bored? That's the whole reason I came out here. Was
I'm
so
just
that
honestly trying to live. And, going on adventures.
pays the bills.
So does job postings on the job board. So does
So
thievery, I guess.
So what you're saying is that you'd rather go and clean the temple?
Oh, I wouldn't do that. What I'm trying to say is I just don't know these people and I'm feeling nervous about it. And they seem perfectly fine. They're not...
I know
There's
what you're
nothing,
saying. I know
know-
that you don't like to travel in a group because it's not as conspicuous as you would like.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
more
so.
conspicuous than you would like.
Yes, it is more conspicuous. It's not inconspicuous.
It's not as inconspicuous as you
There
would
you
like.
go. That's the word. Big word for you. I understand.
But
I'm just joking.
I know you are. It doesn't offend me. Only a little bit. I like them.
They're fine. They're nice.
And I think that we can, do some fun things. When I started, to pal around with you, I was hoping you would show me the city and
I have shown you the city.
well, it's not exciting.
Yeah, it's not as exciting. I will admit, as killing somebody every day.
Well, I don't want to kill somebody every day. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for adventure. It's something fun to do. I've been holed up in the same place for so long, and I wasn't allowed to do anything, and now I want to do things. I'm 28 years old.
Yeah, but if we were gonna pick people to go around with,
They're a bit much.
We're in the room sleeping like with his little snores like.
I just they're quite. You hear that? They're quite caricatures.
They're caricatures of humans and,
I mean, like,
and other
Nix
ones.
is pretty quick and stealthy, I'll admit, but I mean, more. Good fella, great guy, really kind,
But when I was
quite kind of loud.
when we were fighting though, he put a spell on me to make me feel better.
That's typically how adventuring parties work, right? They go
So
together
then
and they all do things.
Together, so she's able to sneak around and he's able to help us heal, and that's good. They're good for
But
us.
this is what you want to do then. You want to be an adventuring party with people we barely know and just met and don't know anything about.
I didn't say that I wanted to be an adventuring party, but if it leads to that, let's just go with the wind.
You go with the wind. You mean go with the flow?
Yeah, let's go with the wind. I'll drift on the breeze.
Okay.
But I do think that, for your sake, I will I'll try not to get too attached.
Just for now.
Just for now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good night.
I'm not going to sleep very well on this sack of straw.
You'll be fine.
Buddy! Buddy!
All right. You guys awake in the morning, well rested. Was there a specific time that you were shooting for waking up? Was there a...
Well, if we have to
5:30 a.m.
Yeah, like pretty early.
5:36 a.m.
I think you
Sunrise.
guys are going to bed about 10:30, 11, so you're...
Yeah,
we can get
sunrise,
up
or
at
a little bit before sunrise.
Okay.
A little bit.
So you guys awake, and it's a beautiful day. And the day is yours to do whatever you wish.
I am gonna go get a seed thing.
Seed cake from Sigrid. Okay.
I'm gonna get a second one secretly.
All right, so you guys walk into the general store, and all you have to do is it's the small little hut that you're basically in, with just a few rooms in it, and you're able just to exit and walk right around the corner, and there's the general store, and walk on in, and you see Sigrid.
Hi, Sigrid.
Hello, friends. Did you sleep well?
I slept
Oh, yes.
great.
I'm so happy to hear it.
Your team
It's
there is
fine.
really wonderful.
My team?
The mice,
Oh,
they're great employees.
heavens. I'm sorry.
No.
You had mice in your room.
No.
Not much I can do about that, I'm sorry to say.
I prefer it.
Did you think they were the employees?
They're not.
Well, we have many things for sale in the general store. Obviously, some plain clothes and some shovels and some farmer's gear and things of that nature. But I do have my bakery as well that I spoke about
Two
yesterday.
seed cakes.
2 seed cakes. That is coming right up, and that would be for my seed cakes. They are 2 copper pieces.
I gave them to you.
What's the sweet one?
The
got
sweet
it.
rolls.
Almond
I have an
one.
almond sweet roll.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Love that.
That is one of my more divine, delicious items.
Sounds divine and delicious.
2 silver pieces for that.
2 silver pieces.
I've got that. And I would also like a cheesecake.
I don't have a cheese.
A cheese muffin.
Danish?
Cheese Danish.
I do have cheese Danishes. Those are also 2 silver.
Cold cheesecake.
That would be 4 silver total.
I got yours too. What do you want?
I'm not
You didn't
eating
pay for
anything.
mine.
We have a
I've got
delicious
yours, I said.
loaf
I already
of fresh
paid.
loaf of rye that
I
I
give you
just
2
baked this
copper.
morning.
I stick to a very ascetic diet.
Would you like a cheese Danish?
No, I find fasting most of the time.
Good
That's why
sir,
he
you
looks
need
like
some
that.
meat on your bone.
Lord, you gotta eat something, buddy.
No, I.
How about a seed cake?
Something, buddy. Yes.
Because he does look like death a little bit.
If. Alright, I guess I. Alright, okay.
Seed cake for you.
High
High in
Got
protein.
that too.
Did you just take advice from Frederick?
Frodrick's why I'm here.
Okay.
How'd you sleep, River?
I slept quite alright.
Frederick's why I'm here.
Do you need anything
like
else?
Ozzy
Is there
Osbourne.
anything else you guys would need?
No, we've got to get going.
How is... I would like to ask the DM how the cheese Danish tastes.
Delicious.
It's good?
She's great. She's a great baker.
Okay.
This general store is, I mean, she loves her general store, but baking is something she just sort of, like, the baked goods have started to show up in the last few months, and it's something that has become quite a hit in the farmers district.
Quite a hit.
Well,
Quite
also,
a hit
I need to
indeed.
run back into the room and give that freaking seed cake to the freaking little babies.
Absolutely.
The great employees of the place.
The great employee.
All right.
And I give it to him and I say, "Sleep, sleep, sleep."
Thank you
job
so
being a
much.
good
Enjoy
employee.
your time. Thanks for the seed cake. This will last us for months.
Of course, you guys deserve a good tip.
A good tip, like they did anything.
My lady.
Later.
I'll just like cluelessly
So-
wave by to the place.
We have to meet in about 4 hours with the boy, Oliver. So we have to go to the library, you said, or
Research.
There is if you wanted to look in the library in the Moontouch district, which you are just over the bridge. Like, you just have to cross the
oh
bridge.
yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that.
All right, heading on over. And you arrive without any issue.
Oh.
And you go to you noticed the library when you were in the market district a day and a half ago or whatever it was now, while you were looking at those used books. And you noticed it when you guys visited the Temple of Suonatore because it was something that caught your eye. You love books, but you have not been in yet, so this is sort of a big deal. Mm-hmm. This is a beautiful building. The Moon Touch District in general is just got a sort of luminescent glow about it. Suonatore's temple is like a white marble. There's a lot of just sort of opalescent buildings here, and the library is no exception. It is a gorgeous, like beautiful building. And you guys can enter. There's 4 pillars. You enter in through the main entrance, and the library is basically yours. There's no one here. There's not really attendance like there is in ones that you've seen before, River. It's a smaller scale library, but still beautiful and grand. It's something that you haven't, seen. So.
Since my days in academy, Nix,
Which academy did you go to?
Miskatonic University.
Oh, would
It's
I
a
know?
small school.
You have never heard of Miskatonic.
I've never heard of this.
Made it up.
I assure you I'm well learned.
So
Just because it's just a different area.
I just wondered if it passed through.
It's nothing nowhere where you have crossed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would we go to then in terms of like is there like a district of the library not district but like
Department.
section of the library that's like nobles like noble
Yeah. Go
section?
ahead and give me a perception check first.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
I've got you.
Just to see how long it takes you to find it.
18?
18. Yeah. Not a problem. You guys, you look around and you've got a trained eye for things like libraries, and you just pop it. You see that there is definitely like a record. There is the, many tableaus before you that you can, find your way through. And it's a lot of boring stuff, if I'm being, totally honest with you guys. It's a lot of boring things like land that has been passed from this person to that person, and, a lot of
Noble land,
rich
yes.
people,
Yes.
a lot of rich people stuff.
Yeah.
It's a real snooze fest in here.
I'm just like tossing
He
it.
sold it to this person,
Then I would have you make an investigation check now for me, or whoever is leafing through.
I was. Do you want
Yeah,
me
go
to?
ahead.
Okay.
I will assist.
11,
I will assist. So do
17. So that's 17, but I'll roll again. Just that 17.
17. Okay, yeah. These are big, large books. So it's about 15 or so minutes before you come across something that looks pretty promising. In this particular case, there was a young woman who had served as a servant, a maidservant, and the mistress that the lady that she cared for, passed, and this woman stepped up and helped raise the children and was a courtesan for some time for the Lord, and then eventually they fell in love and she was bestowed a title. But all of that doesn't matter as much as what that looked like.
Yeah.
And so you see some documents that had just been, so a lot of this now is like records.
Yeah.
Records in the courts, records in the, and you see something that looks like maybe.
This'll do.
Yeah, you could definitely use this as a guide.
Cool. So, anybody have any parchment on them?
I've got
More?
parchment.
I believe I might.
Should have got some
Leaf?
parchment from Sigrid.
I
Yeah,
think I
but
kept
I-
around like a holy book for.
Is there any that we can maybe get from a librarian?
We're in the library.
The library does not sell parchment necessarily, although for keeping records, there is some sort of scratch paper situation.
want
It's the
something that
it's the
looks-
thinner parchment. They don't have any sort of legal parchment.
And I
It
don't
is
have
normal.
anything like that in my.
No, I don't think I have
Pouch.
parchment on me.
You would tell me what you had in your.
I have some of
adventuring.
that in my pouch.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So I
you
have some
some.
partridge.
Partridge?
Parchment.
And a
Poetry.
And I have a pen and paper, or I mean pen and ink,
pen and ink.
All right.
Actually, I actually do have a calligraphy set.
I know, like, yeah. you
So
can-
Okay, so here,
I
hold on.
do.
So I'm gonna very carefully. Are we like at a table or anything?
I have
Yeah, you guys can go
Okay.
and meet at the
I
table.
have beautiful
There's several
calligraphy.
tables.
I've got beautiful calligraphy if you would like me to write it out.
Are you good at forgery?
I do not need to forge it.
Uh,
I could just copy, right?
Go
I have a
right.
calligraphy
I'll
set.
assist. I'll assist. You do it. I'll assist.
Okay.
All right, what is Mort and Nick's doing at this point?
I'm just watching.
You watching.
I'm telling Nix about this beautiful book I read the other day, where at the end, the whale finds him.
Wow. It never gets old for me, Mort. I can do that any day.
So what are you rolling?
I was gonna roll for how well I
Performance.
So I'm
Performance.
assisting.
Okay, so with advantage,
and do I get any kind of advantage because I'm a
you
calligrapher?
just add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Well, I already am proficient in performance.
I'm assisting.
Ooh,
You can roll
yeah.
again.
What? No.
Give me that.
You spilled the
I
ink.
rolled a 2 and then I rolled a 1.
We need more parchment.
Okay. We'll take, luckily, that was with advantage, so we don't have to take the natural one because you would have absolutely your little ink pot would have spilled and destroyed
Well,
your
I'm gonna
parchment.
crinkle that one up. I'm gonna toss it in the bin.
Give me that.
Toss it in the
I'm
bin.
gonna swat.
So I'm
I
gonna.
don't know what happened. I was nervous. I'll assist you.
Oh, your assist. Is that allowed?
Well, you just failed miserably, so you cannot assist.
Can I assist you with that?
That's gonna be 16.
16, yeah, that's great. It was DC of 12, so you're fine.
This was where I was coming to shine.
Yeah.
The
It
Oak Bridge
it
Dam.
raised a little bit
Calligraphy
since the
set.
failure, but you did good. You did plenty. So you're able to, you're looking at that paper so steadily, and just your hand just begins to start flowing. And it just feels like natural to you now. It does take, you have to stop and pause and
Yeah.
settle yourself and go again.
Mm-hmm.
But you were able to make a pretty convincing document if you'd like to show the others.
Wow.
And voila, we are ready. Just kidding. And voila.
Wow.
So does it need to be signed?
Yes, because all that you've done right now
It's
is
forged.
create the
A copy,
document.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Can I trust you not to
No.
mess up your signature?
Here's my question. My signature, yes.
Just why don't you do me a favor and sign your name and roll it up and tie it.
I would say to you, make an intelligence check for me
You have to do
My
one.
intelligence is not bad.
as you roll a.
A 3.
Why
Three.
just why are you rolling with that one? It
Don't
keeps
say
giving you
it.
bad.
No, it gave me like 18, 19, 19 before.
Yeah.
I
All
got
the
4.
powers come out.
Okay. I mean, this is something I have you roll for this because there is some information that I would give you if you were to succeed. But there's there's very baseline knowledge that you know here. You know what it would take to have how high up you would have to be in this sort of a situation. Okay. And you know enough nobles. You've been there for countless signings of this, that, and whatever document. There is like a handful that you have in your mind that always sort of stood out to you or that you remembered. So I would ask you to decide which noble's name. You would probably know that even with a 3 or whatever you added upon that,
4.
there's a 4 total.
Excuse me.
That Leaf Oak Ridge probably wouldn't be bestowing
Yeah.
this sort of a title.
Not high enough on the totem pole.
Not yet. I mean, someday when he takes over his father's, winery and has a manor of his own. But there's other knights, lords that you know.
And I've seen their signatures
And you've
before.
seen their signatures. They've passed. There's been many dealings within your father's. One thing that you did do before you left home was assist with the books, the bookkeeping. So there's definitely some knowledge there on who was high enough up, and I would have you just choose. You tell me who you knew that was a knight, a lord. A knight or a lord is what I'll narrow it down for you.
Okay.
And you can tell me who that would be and what deed this person had done to be bestowed upon a knightship
Um,
or a lordship.
I think that I know who I want to write it as. Because Leaf, definitely no. But a knight or a lord, Lord Godfrey
Argot.
Argot.
Godfrey Arcot.
Lord our God.
Lord our God.
I've seen it so many times. My father thought that I was going to be doing this for my entire life. But I'm not doing that anymore, Father. And he
What's
takes
that,
out his
son?
hand,
Oh, sorry.
takes his hand, makes it real pretty, look like this. This is not how I actually write. He says-
Licks the pen.
He gets a little bit on his teeth, dips it in, and does a perfect signature of Lord Godfrey.
Our God.
I will have you roll a
Godfrey Arcot.
performance. You can with advantage because you have seen this name many times.
And I'll do a guidance cantrip. You can add a D4.
Oh, guidance add a D4.
Here, no, roll mine. One of them's cocked.
You can add
No,
a
that's
D.
a 7.
You can add a D4 to it.
Add a
Plus whatever
D4.
you're doing.
Okay, if I'm doing performance,
So I'm touching you. I have to touch you when that happens.
4 plus
sorry,
4,
this guy,
8
his-
plus 7,
his
I got a
pen.
15.
15. 8
Perfect.
plus 7.
Okay.
15.
Yeah,
15.
15.
Yeah. So, Lord Godfrey Argot from Garrington. He is his family in the beautiful town of Garrington, which you guys all have heard of, but I don't think any of you have been there.
It's beautiful.
It's one of the larger cities in Bavaria.
Good country.
This is a southern district, city, realm area. So it's far enough away that probably you won't draw too much suspicion. And you feel good about what you've done here.
With my calligraphy set. Would you like that sound effect? And then I'll put it in my fancy bag. And are we ready to go?
And we're off.
I touched him for far too long on the guidance spell, like awkwardly, like I'm still touching him. And then, no.
I do a little bit
Did
of
you
that.
guys, so you guys don't look around to see if
Oh,
anyone's
I
watching you or anything, and then you guys head on out. Okay.
No,
perfect.
I was literally before I said that about to ask if I can make sure nobody's like spying on
Watching
us.
us.
Just about to say
No, I
that.
swear to God, I literally opened my mouth to speak.
And I did
Yeah.
want to rent a couple books before we leave real quick.
Okay,
Rent.
great. You can rent them for the low price of
Free.
I don't know.
Okay, it's a
You,
library.
Oh, do I have to
bring
roll
back
for
It's a
it?
library. There is. You guys didn't see anyone when you walked in. There was no like again. Obviously, the halls that you walk into, there's someone who's there and sort of guides you and is watching you, and you don't see anyone there. But you go to the side and you see a little sign that says, "Please ring bell."
Please ring bell.
Well,
But why
didn't
can't we go out the front
Because
door?
because he wants to rent some, or
Just
he
real
wants to
quick.
take up some books.
Real quick.
We've got things to do.
And
just-
you see a very slight man. He sort of just like wisps out of nowhere. Can I help you?
I'm looking for etymology of carrion beetles. Entomology of carrion beetles, edition volume 1.
Oh yes, fine
And
choice.
the death rites of the ancients, please.
Oh, the death rites of the ancients. I'm not sure we have that one, but let me take a look.
Okay. Well, I'll keep looking for that one if you don't have it.
If you'd like to come along with me, follow me. Follow,
All right.
follow.
Don't get
And this
lost.
man just is very slow moving.
I like that pace.
And he's just walking along. Etymology.
Leaf pulls out his pocket watch.
I mean,
No, I know
you
I've
guys just
seen-
wait by the door, get ready.
Yes, yes, the dung beetle.
While he's doing that, can I also look through the nobility books of just like everyone to see what kind of information I can get from them? I will. I just want to look.
Okay.
But you can go ahead and do what you're doing with him.
Alright. Oh, here it is. Oh, yes. This is
Oh, that's an 18. Good.
thick volume.
16, 16, 16.
Many a tale.
Investigation.
It's mostly science, but still
17.
very interesting.
And I'm gonna prop it open somehow, so Roderick sees it, and he's gonna give me the okay. Like, And then,
It's a fine book. It's the book that you were looking for.
cool. And I'm gonna somehow like rig it on me.
Okay.
Okay, so that's just sayings for my hip or something.
Perfect.
All
Please,
right.
please have that back by next moon's day.
Next moon's day. Okay, I can't imagine anything will be taking us away from the city. So.
Wonderful. And the other book that you asked for,
Death rights of the ancients.
I might have to send away for it, but I will do that. And next time when you come back with that book, we can make a trade.
I'll see you before next moon's day
And you said that was death rights?
of the ancients.
Hi, super best friends.
It's not the title of a group.
I'm sorry. We'll
It's
come up
okay.
with something else.
River,
I wanted to let you know if you ever get damaged in battle or anything, I'm very good at healing those wounds.
Thank you.
Keep in mind.
I appreciate that.
And I'm pretty good at distance range shooting. So I think we make actually a pretty good team.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
The beef, the thief.
River,
sheep and
make
the
an
queen.
insight check.
The sheath. There's the
That's it.
19.
19. You are definitely picking up that these two are feeling like you don't want to be with them, and they want to prove themselves to you.
Oh, how sweet.
All right, Leaf.
Leaf got a
Did you say leave as a witness?
oblivious.
Oh.
Oblivious.
He said
A
leave as a witness.
17.
17. Yeah, after
What
some
is
time,
me?
you find some information that you're looking for.
Okay. Cool.
Privacy.
Privacy.
It's not that I don't like you guys, by the way. I just... Anyway, let's just go.
We will keep going. Back to Oliver?
Back to Oliver.
Make haste!
And then I'm gonna go real slow.
We're all walking real fast. and you're like,
Yeah, and I'm behind
I'm
everybody.
like being politely keeping next to him so he doesn't feel alone.
All right, lovely.
Onward!
So,
Wonderful.
so Oliver said that, what was his name again?
Ogden.
Argin, that he lives in the third vineyard with the very pretty
The
leaves.
third plot of land with the beautiful grapes.
So that's what we're looking for, is the green leaves on the grapes.
Green leaves on the
prettiest
grapes.
ones.
Green leaves.
And I think they said
Should I
the
put my
third vineyard was in bloom,
on?
and the other
my
two weren't
disguise back
really.
on?
Yeah, hurry, quick.
Who's disguised?
And it's like,
Oh, I
you know
forgot
in cartoons where there's like a cloud of smoke and then like one leg pops out.
Right. Beautiful, I love it.
Manny!
Manny is back.
Manny!
Remember, you guys are father and son. Please, Manny.
I will try to remember.
All right, so the four of you venturing on, and you do see the first field and the second field.
No, this one isn't it. It's not pretty enough.
I don't know about the second one
The
either.
second one, it's a little bit
So
prettier.
he said the
but-
third plot, yeah.
The third plot, yes.
Oh, look how
which-
pretty these leaves are.
And you can see that the grapes are, they're not completely in bloom yet, fruited, but they are well on their way, and they look nice and plump just for the moment. Bit tart when you taste it. Yes.
Oh, and
I don't think this
Not
is very
quite,
good
not
wine.
quite done yet.
Actually, I think it is very
As
good
you
wine.
know, as an oak bridge, you know it's as you have to wait till scorus for the crush.
Of course, I know this.
All right, and you see like immediately Oliver opens the door. You're here. I was afraid you weren't going to show up.
We've got, what, 5
Come on
minutes to
inside.
spare?
Let's
Come
talk.
on.
Let's talk. And you see Ogden, the boy.
Handsome.
Yeah, the boy who you've heard so much about, the young man. And he is like a bronze skin. He is a tall beef man. Leaf, he is even like a foot taller than you are.
A foot.
A foot!
Big ass
What,
boy.
7'4"?
He's a crusher.
Not a whole foot. He's I meant to say an inch, 1 inch. He's 6'5".
He's Andre the Giant himself.
He's 6'5". He is
No wonder this
a
guy's.
monstrosity
Ah, come on.
of a man.
6'5".
No, he is 6'5", large bronze skin, dark jet black hair, and he is smiling big old huge smile at you guys and says, "You're the ones that are going to solve our problems."
Yes.
Hopefully we have done that.
For at least that problem, not all the problem.
Well, right, but
Yeah, you know.
the thing is that I'm a farmer and, well, Oliver is a noble, and that doesn't happen often.
Well, now you're a lord.
You've got to be kidding me. And Oliver's immediately grabs it. How did you procure this?
I know Lord Argot personally, and it's a forgery. I'm so sorry. It's a forgery.
Oh,
but
gosh,
I do know Lord
I
Argot.
can't use this.
No. Listen. And I'm gonna try to convince. What's it called?
Persuade.
I'll help.
I know
Guidance
Lord.
cantrip.
I know
Yeah, I'll
Lord Argot personally. He would be perfectly fine with this.
And you can clear this with him.
Yes, I mean,
Yes.
it's not going to be today.
But in the meantime, this will do until you
This will
clear
do,
with
yes. Just tell your father that it's real and true.
him. Well, I wouldn't say, "Here, Father, it's real and true."
Well, if he asks.
If he asks.
But what I could say, I've been thinking about this, and I need your help.
Okay.
So, Father returns shortly from his
Mm-hmm.
hunt. Hopefully it's a good hunt and he's in good spirits, right? And he comes forward and he says, "Son, today's the day. You've got to make your choice. You've been, dragging your feet for too long and it's time to get married." And I say, "Oh, but have you heard the news? Our dear Ogden has been knighted. He's a noble, and shouldn't we have a celebration?" And everyone will be so excited, and yes, a party, and then maybe at the end of the night, after wine has been flowing, I say to Father, "How about this? This solves both our problems. You want me to get married. I don't want to get married to someone I don't know. And I need to marry someone who is a knight or a noble of good, standing in the kingdom." And I say, "Oh, how about Ogden? We're celebrating him anyway, and let's..."
Good idea.
I've never heard a better idea in my entire life.
Perfect.
Really?
It's great.
Do you have any siblings?
I don't, it's just me.
Okay.
Much to, the chagrin of my parents. They tried.
Well, I think it's a grand idea, Oliver, and I hope that you let us know.
Ogden has a whole slew of siblings.
Oh, good. Well, anyway, I hope you let us know how it goes.
Well, you're not going to stay.
You
For
want us
the
to stay for the
party.
We get you. Well, it's for Ogden.
You stay for the party, and everyone is excited, and my father will be so thrilled that we have someone amongst us that doesn't like wine and hasn't tried wine, and then he's going to get you to try all the wine, and you're going to say, "Oh my God, it's the best wine I've ever had."
You gotta get
Son,
And-
you are in for a great experience.
And he will be
Okay.
thrilled. He loves a convert.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tonight,
Yes.
Okay.
we feast, we dine, we wine.
yeah.
Yes.
All right, I haven't done this since quite a while.
Is there an official guest list or anything like that?
No, I mean it's sort of
You're springing it upon him.
springing it upon him.
Then
so
yes,
the farmers
absolutely.
district, well, I'm sure everyone will come.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, but yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I mean, Ogden is a knight.
yes.
He's been knighted.
He's been knighted.
He's a
Let's-
knight. He's a
Lord-
full knight. He's a knight.
Do
Oh
it.
God,
Lord Argot.
Lord Argot.
Godfrey.
Godfrey
Godfrey
Argot.
Argot.
Godfrey Argot.
And what has he done to Ogden? What have you done to it? Why
What has he
become a
done?
knight?
What kind of things has he done? Has he been
My father's going to be like, how did he go when he was supposed to be here farming?
He
We didn't really think this
saved
through.
a baby that was choking on a grape.
Lord Argot's baby.
No,
Lord-
maybe
Does
maybe
Lord Argot have a baby?
He saved me, who was choking on a grape.
I don't think my father would, no offense, but would find that worthy of knighthood.
Okay.
Maybe.
So he. Oh, we didn't think this far ahead. did we?
Can I make a history check to think of other reasons why people have been knighted?
Sure.
Because I don't know. It's my turn to roll badly. 11.
11. It's sort of like eluding you a little bit. These, you know, such a bit of
I'm panicking a little bit.
You're panicking a little bit. Things that you remember. Someone protecting somebody being left an inheritance in some way, shape, or form, but was some bloodline that was discovered that maybe someone didn't know existed. You know, those are sort of noble and lordship things that can happen. But it's sort of just eluding you, sort of the obvious ones.
And Lord
He
Godfrey.
was protecting you, Oliver, from a bear.
But
We
we
were here.
were Lord our God. Lord Godfrey our God. He's from Garreton, right?
It has to be from Garrett.
Something would have had to take place in that city, right?
Maybe.
You saved Leaf
Manny.
Manny.
Leaf Manny is but a man from the woods.
He's just a wood son.
He-
I'm
He's
just a woodsman.
Just a son of the woods.
So, look, here's the thing. So, can we say that Godfrey Hargott was
In town.
in town?
Maybe.
He was passing through. He was falling off the bridge, and Argan grabbed him, hoisted him up. Nobody was around, but us. We were there.
I
we
saw
witnessed
it. I saw it.
You all saw.
And we also
Lord
were the
Argyle.
ones, he knows us, we saved
The boys.
The boys.
So we
And-
have credibility.
The adventurers saw.
The adventurers
Lord
saw.
Argot came to the Moontouch district, was crossing the bridge into the Farmers district for some reason that escapes me, but he began to fall.
His footing just slipped.
Slipped right off.
Right
And
on.
Ogden, the man of strength that he is, he reached for him and saved his life and
With
said
his big
and said
firm
to him,
hands.
dear man, I saw that you were in trouble, and I would give my life to save you. And Lord Argot said, "Oh my goodness, what man would do such a thing but one of great virtue and
Yes. And Lord Argot was here to check on the crops right before Scorus, make sure that they're in good health.
because he was going to
he was-
order
wine.
Wine.
The best wine in
the best
that he could
wine
find.
in all of Cavaria."
There we go. There it is.
That's it.
Oh
and
my
we'll
god,
talk
this is
to our
brilliant.
Oakbridge
It's
friend
brilliant.
and tell our
Okay.
Oakbridge friend to tell Lord Argot, and everything will be good and smooth sailing.
Wonderful. I think this will work.
I hope so.
We'll find out soon.
Is Ogden right here?
Ogden he's been here the whole time.
Congratulations on your lordship.
Thank you.
Anyway,
So I will run to my father, tell him about
What happened?
how was the hunt, and this is what happened, and I can't believe while you were away this happened. Okay, lovely, wonderful.
and the only ones around to witness it were us.
and then we bring you to and we feast.
We think
Yes!
Okay.
And let me do
I
the
think so.
speaking, please. All of you. Just let
I'm
me
a very
speak.
charismatic
Can I do
person.
sound effects? Maybe?
Perhaps, yes.
Perhaps?
I just think that it's important.
Only speak when spoken to and be brief. That's what I've learned over my years. That's what my father told me.
I'm just good at speaking to people. is all.
Brevity.
Brevity is
Brevity.
a strong suit for me.
I'm just good at speaking to people.
I do see that.
So
I agree with
let
this.
me speak. I mean, you can help.
Wonderful.
I'm good at this, I promise.
And I will
Better
be
than
there
calligraphy.
too.
And we'll distract.
We'll
In
just-
the meantime,
in case things are getting too fishy.
what shall we do?
When is he expected back from his hunt?
And just well, really any moment now. Maybe
Get the celebratory wine ready.
we'll get ready, and everybody be talking it up. In fact, could you guys run maybe throughout the Farmers District and start talking about this?
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah.
That would be lovely. All right, we meet back.
I don't run, but I will walk through.
As soon as you see the festivities, the band is being hung, you know it's time, you will be called, and you will say exactly what we talked about.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Actually, just maybe don't say anything and I'll take care of it.
What? Just kidding. What?
All right, so you guys will sort of decide what's going to happen there because right now we're going to go on a little break.
Nice.
Right.
Little intermission, but we will be back in like 15 minutes. And so stick with us so you can find out what goes on. Does
the
Oliver's
pod,
father buy it?
And
We'll be right
where are we
back.
on this map?
You guys are right.
The firmer?
Ooh.
We
You
can
are
show the camera.
You are in the farmer's district, if you can see this.
Okay.
Right. And this is the manor. This
can't
right
see it.
here is the beautiful vineyard that that's Ogden's home right here. But that's where you are currently.
Excellent. Cool.
All right. That's where we are, chat.
All right, see you in 15.
15!
See you in a bit.
Welcome back. We're back. Friends, family, and lovers.
He broke the chair.
And we're back. Oh no.
It's okay.
Kevin's
If I
back.
collapse on, that'll just be more entertainment for
Chair's
everybody.
gonna collapse.
That'd be good.
Be a moment.
Please don't fall.
Well, if I do, then make a gif out of it, and we'll laugh.
And there we have it.
You know.
All right. Where we left off was that our friends helped a friend, and
We sure did.
And then you guys now have to find out: is your ruse going to be enough to convince this nobleman?
Well, now
the
it's
Lord?
time to find out, isn't it, baby?
It is time to figure out if Lord Harrison will believe your lie.
Lord Harrison.
Harrison.
I was like,
Ford?
The Harrison Manor.
Harrison.
Harrison.
I'm paying
With the
attention. I'm paying attention.
P.
Okay.
Harrison
Mr.
Ford.
Peterson.
Harrison.
Who I
Harrison
think is
Ford.
very
Ford.
attractive.
I hate it. All right. So you guys just left Oliver, who is running forth to speak to his father, and you guys can prepare as you wish. You were asked to spread the word round town, round the Farmers District and beyond, if you're able to, about what has taken place. What the great Ogden, now knighted, the Knight Ogden, has done. What is he? You know, he's about to be celebrated.
So,
Should we blow the horn? Maybe.
so I think that what Leaf will do is just loudly speak as he's walking through town. It's not a very big town. Have you heard? No, he's as convincing as you'd like him to be. Have you heard?
Are you manly
fellows?
right now still?
Yes.
Okay.
That Ogden saved that lord's life and has now been knighted.
Say that again?
He saved the lord's life and has now been knighted.
Wow.
I was there. I saw it.
He was
You're
falling off the bridge. You were there too.
I saw it.
I saw it too. With my keen eyes.
I saw it.
I did. I saw it.
Is anybody?
Is
paying
there
attention?
anybody around?
Are we just talking to each other?
You guys look around and it's pretty early morning. It's afternoon,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
and the farmers seem to be off, tending the fields, and you're
We're
still in the
speaking very
farmers
loudly.
district. You see like someone's head pop up from the vineyard, here and there.
You, sir, have you heard?
Heard what?
Ogden?
Ogden.
Yes, the farmer.
I know Ogden. Fine young lad.
Saved a lad.
Saved
Saved some
a lad.
bloke off of that bridge.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I saw it too with also my eyes.
Lord.
All four of them.
Lord
Look it.
Godfrey.
And she's got four
God.
on it.
4 eyes?
Lord
you've got the
Godfrey Ogden.
Oh,
He had a little slip of the foot, and big strong Ogden
Reached out his big crushing grapes hands, and he grabbed him and saved him.
So
Hold
then
him
he.
high up.
About that.
So how about it? Then
And he was
knighted him.
knighted.
Tell your friends.
Tell
Ogden.
everyone you know.
Ogden.
A knight.
Ogden.
A
A
knight.
knight.
Oh my.
Lord
That is
Ogden.
news indeed. He's Lord
He's
Ogden.
he's a knight.
Something or other.
Oh, that's excellent.
Isn't that excellent?
It is
A good man.
So tell
as
everyone
well.
you know. Because we
A
saw
young,
it.
a young farmer just now is a knight. How
Yes.
fun is that?
That is
So
Great
fun.
news.
wild
That's
times we
terrible.
live
I
in.
will certainly tell my family.
Yes, and your friends.
Did you hear?
Did you?
He tells his son.
We tell Sigrid.
I'm gonna go tell the mice.
The mice.
Oh.
Tell the
We're gonna
mice.
tell Sigrid.
Sigrid, you're heading to Sigrid's, okay?
Well, I'm gonna tell the mice.
And I'll buy a map of Kovaria.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Because you know what? It's good to have.
Also, what else did we need?
Maybe some potions.
Some
Any
potions.
potions here?
You enter Sigrid's. Oh, back again, friends.
Sigrid, have you
Hi,
heard
Sigrid.
I heard what?
about the farmer, Argon?
Ogden, yes.
Well,
The crush is almost upon us. A
We-
couple more months, and I'm sure he's going to be the best again.
he will
He's
be,
got
but
huge
guess what?
feet.
He's got these
They are very large indeed.
Guess what?
And you know what they
What?
say about
Just was
baby.
going over the bridge,
Big hands.
and the Lord slipped, was falling over the bridge.
The Lord, I thought he was camping, or he was out hunting.
The Lord
no, different Lord.
Godfrey.
Lord
Argot. Argot.
from the Garrett.
He was here. He was checking. I don't know what he was doing.
Garreton?
Garreton.
I saw him, and he
What
was
was
knighted.
Lord Garreton doing here?
I guess he was looking. He wanted to check on the grapes, check on the wine. He's interested in buying some wine.
Where is he now?
He left. He had a big nasty fall. Ogden picked him up, and he said, "Oh, I gotta get on my way." So he left.
Yeah.
After a fall.
He
is
nearly
he all right?
lost his life.
He
and
nearly
wanted-
lost his life, but then he ended up being okay because Argan saved him.
Knighted him.
Knighted him on the spot.
What are you saying right now?
We're saying that Ogden is a knight.
Tell your
Ogden.
friends, everyone who walks in, tell
He,
them.
Lord Argot, fell off of a bridge,
The bridge, yep.
and then Ogden found him under the bridge.
No, Ogden.
No. Caught him. One arm.
That's how strong he
Caught
is.
him
like
through
a-
his phone.
Don't you believe
One of
Ogden
these.
can do that? He's so strong.
Oh, of course,
I know.
yes. Very
Oh,
strong
so
lad
strong.
indeed.
And Godfrey Argot, he's not the
Biggest boy in town.
smallest man.
Smallest man in
He's
town.
not the biggest man, but he's
He's,
I
certainly.
can't say I've ever seen him with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah, he's
He's
you know,
a
average.
man.
So we're telling the whole town. This is means for a celebration.
This is means for a celebration.
It sounds to be our very own Ogden.
Yeah.
Also, have you got a map?
I do have a map, yes.
We would like a map of Cavaria.
A map of Cavaria. I have one right here. The map is 2 gold pieces.
2 gold pieces. Well, you know what? I've got.
Well, we don't come
For
for
just
money.
for a measly map. I mean,
It's very well made. The cartographer is brilliant.
oh yeah.
He's from this area.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
made it?
It's a young lad, probably about 15 years ago. They've made many prints of it since.
Oh.
Or re-sketches of it, as they do in these times.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I mean, is it,
Frank was his name.
Frank?
Yes.
Frank the cartographer.
Frank Nolan.
Frank
Nolan.
Nolan.
Frank
2
Nolan.
gold pieces.
2 gold pieces for the map. It's
Well, I
quite
have 2
a bit
gold
of it.
pieces. If you would like me to pay for it. 2
It
gold.
appeared that's what she was getting at least to me.
They.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I'm
It's
so
I
confusing.
do apologize.
It's fine.
2 gold pieces. I'll have that. Yeah, give it to
You
me.
don't know me. Ramadam. There you go.
Right about that.
Son, that was very generous of you.
Thank you, Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
Manny.
Manny, Lee,
Manny.
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 Of Cavaria.
Oh, here it is.
How big is this boy? Here, let's see this.
Here's the kingdom,
Oh wow.
and we're here in the cove.
Oh.
Well, this is a zoomed in version of this.
I don't even see my homeland.
It's
This
as if
is
they-
the old map.
I don't even see my homeland on this map.
Well, you'd have to be quite a big city to make the
Oh,
map.
River, where are you from?
There
It's
it is.
not. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
We'll take
Oh,
pictures and
okay.
put them on the Facebook.
Can we see on this side?
There's no. What's that?
It's a book for faces.
Oh.
Kingdom. Garreton.
Garrett, that's where Lord Godfrey's from.
There himself. Well, where are we?
Culver's Cove.
Culver's Cove. And we're right
So,
up here.
also, have you got potions here?
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I didn't think so. Thank you, though. I appreciate
Do you
it.
have anything
Anything
else
for
that
you,
we
sir?
might be interested in?
Do what?
Do you have anything else that you think that we might be interested in now that
I've
you know
got
us a bit?
beautifully made hemp rope, 50 feet of it.
I've got rope. Thank you.
Well, I've got lovely shovels.
I already have one of those.
I have this collection of glass vials. I sell candles and torches, and I have this beautiful lock. If you would like to.
A lock?
A lock, if you want to keep things safe.
How much?
The lock is 7 gold pieces. It was
7 gold pieces.
smithed here in town. Yes.
That's wonderful.
We don't have any. If we need something to be locked up,
We know
where
when to
find
come.
You do indeed.
Thank you.
Sigrid is here for
Sigrid.
you.
Well, tell all your friends about Ogden, and we'll be on our way.
All right, I'll be sure to let everyone know.
I
You
can't
said a
believe-
celebration.
A celebration.
Well, let's hope so.
We would
Indeed.
assume.
I can't believe my hometown isn't on here.
I'm gonna send
sure it's around
Frodrick to
here
go
somewhere.
spread the word of
Okay.
I'm gonna go talk to the mice and also tell them about the
Okay.
way.
Yep.
of Ogden's lordship
No one could hear him, of course.
Right.
But yeah, he's doing a good job.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
I know that. I mean, that's obvious, isn't it? Here's Bafford. I've never been there.
In Bafford. I'm sure
We're on this map. Oh, never mind. Are we being watched right now?
Are we being watched?
Are we being watched right now?
There's definitely quite a few people, as you guys have that are starting to,
Okay.
gather around. And what'd you say of Ogden?
He's a knight.
It's a knight.
Here.
Night Ogden.
Good.
Knight Ogden.
Does he have his,
You heard it
his
here first.
nobility? Did he?
He reached
He
his strong
saved
hand.
a man. Saved him right off the bridge.
Right off the
I
bridge.
saw
Anyone
it.
that saves a man can become a knight.
He
With a
saved
single arm.
Lord Godfrey Argot from
And he saved the
Garrington.
Lord.
A Lord
Lord Argot.
Argot.
Impressive.
Alright, so what time is it now?
It's gonna, how long are you guys?
We've
We're
been doing
just
it.
We're hitting the
staying-
streets
until-
pretty
You're
good.
just
We're
in
hitting
the,
the ding dang
just the
streets, baby.
farmers district.
We
that's
got
all you guys are
flyers.
worried
We're
about.
doing this
Yeah.
until
Until
the
we
Lord
hear word
comes home. Yeah.
Okay.
of the party.
Until
the party
the Lord comes home.
All right.
That's a song that I made up just now
Alright.
with my good pal.
So you guys were walking around just still talking about blah blah blah
Yes.
this and that.
Oh,
Until
good.
you guys finally see Oliver rushing down the hill towards you guys.
Why is he running and rushing?
He's running towards you.
Guys, look. What's wrong?
My father, he wishes to talk to you.
Okay.
Is he back from his hunt?
I haven't said anything about, marrying or anything yet. That's
Okay.
I want to
But
get
he
to
knows about the.
Lord Argot,
Okay.
and that he was here, and then my father had a lot of questions about what did I tell him on price, and
Oh, yeah, well, he didn't make it because he fell off the bridge.
then he just disappeared.
Well, he went home because he hurt his hip. He hurt his hip.
Okay.
But we'll come
That's what
answer
we're
the
telling
question. That yes, because he did fall almost off the bridge.
But then he was caught.
He was
He
caught.
was caught by the
But
strong hands.
the motion of
Like, yeah,
falling and the catch.
Yes.
Maybe his hip went out.
Maybe his shoulder
like
got
it.
popped out when he
It was
Was
his.
he officially knighted like right then? Like what?
Yes, like
is he-
right
is
then,
he-
like,
is
oh,
he
you
gonna
sir
be
are a
knighted?
knight. And then, so he was like, you sir are a knight. And then he said, I have to go.
And then Lord Argot had his courtship around him. He had his.
Could he just do it
him.
himself? I don't understand how this works.
He could have.
Well, he was
Some
probably
people
traveling
have.
with a courier group.
That
right?
it was
He's-
made to be on record, and
Yeah,
then eventually
and,
paperwork. We have this, but then all the realms will know eventually.
And he knighted
Yes.
Ogden, and he was,
Yes.
had a little. He was limping a little bit with the
Well,
hip,
it
and he
doesn't
knighted
need to
him
be this
on the
huge
back.
thing, does it?
Well, I mean, it needs to be the events that I'm invited to. He also is invited to, and that sort of status. Of course, actually, if we're married soon, I guess it won't much matter.
Yeah, no.
Because then he'll definitely be a lord, correct?
Or yes.
Well, then you haven't really got to worry until the wedding. So let's just go tell
Let's just get to the wedding.
Let's
to your dad.
Just make it to the wedding.
Just make
Just
it
make
to
it
the
to the
wedding.
wedding. Something weird is happening in my stomach. I have to be honest.
You're having a little bit of nervous tummy.
Would you
I
like a
know
good
stomach.
berry? It settles the nerves.
Sure.
Are you offering this up on your skeleton?
On my
hand?
skull hand, of course.
My skull hand.
Thank you.
My
Skull hand. My skeleton hand.
Your skull hand.
Skull hand.
Yeah, that's better.
Gooseberry.
So,
All right, let's go. Follow
Yes,
me. All right, everybody. Your adventurers. You're the super cool,
Dude,
super
people.
We don't have a
dude
name yet.
people, and
Oh.
you are whatever she said earlier.
No.
it's not real.
What?
Well,
We
what
just
you-
don't have a
what are you
name.
called? What do I say?
Just call us
The adventurers with no name.
the adventurers
The
with
no
no
names.
name. No names for now. Just the adventurers with no name.
We don't have a group name.
We just haven't discussed this yet, and I don't know. It's just
You
for
just
now.
each formally introduce yourselves.
Yes, that's better.
When he asks for it, not before. Follow me. Come on.
With haste.
And you guys want back up to the manor. And in the common room where many, business takes place, you see a man there that is adorned in beautiful purples and golds. Poiples and goizels. And
do I recognize this
and
man?
he sits upon a throne. He does look familiar to you. He has been to many gatherings, many big engagements. In fact, there was a time when your family stayed in this manor on travel.
With me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
When you were very young.
Okay.
All right, you guys enter the room and you see him sitting upon a stone throne in the middle of the room. Not a throne necessarily, but
No,
you
just
know,
man.
it's a majestic place that he sits and is ready to hold, to see the party. And you do see royal guard, not royal guard so much, but noblemen, the guardsmen that take care of this place, that went hunting with him and that generally follow him about. Enter. A lot has taken place in my 3 days hunting trip. I hear that you all brought home many of the young men that have been missing. And for that we thank you.
You're welcome.
My son says that a wonderful thing has taken place in the farmers' district. That Lord Godfrey Argot was coming in to perhaps purchase some wine
Yes.
and lost footing on the bridge, and that the farmhand Ogden was there to reach for him, gather him up, save him from certain death, as I'm told. What can you tell me of this?
Well, we were coming over on the bridge, just exploring the land, and just happened to watch this as it took place. I don't know Lord Godfrey Argot from Adam, but he was knighted. Ogden.
Ogden reached out his strong, great crushing hands and feet, and he grabbed Godfrey Argot and saved him.
I saw it too, also.
Yes.
What are your names?
My name is Mortimer Decadir. This is my son Manny.
Manny Decadir.
Manny Decadir.
It's a beautiful name, isn't it?
I'm River Silverlight.
Nyx. Shoemaker like the shoes.
And the four of you.
Are just starting out together.
I'd say good friends.
Super good friends.
Except
Maybe
for that's not our
best
name. We don't have a name yet.
That's fine.
Okay, good. Just so we're
We
clear.
have like hand gestures and stuff, but no name. Yes.
So this took place here in our land
Yes,
just this morning.
It was very early in the morning.
early. He was coming
And
up.
where is this Lord Argot now?
Well, he got hurt and went home.
Home.
Back.
To Garreton.
Yes, back to Garreton. He was in a great deal of pain.
But otherwise unharmed.
Otherwise unharmed.
He did mention something about possibly fixing that part of the bridge. Maybe there was something that he slipped on.
Something's wrong with our bridge.
There might be. He did mention something like that.
I'll have it looked at.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing that up. So our farmhand, this boy that was raised on our lands under my tutelage, was recognized by a lord.
As far as I'm concerned.
My
As it looked to us, yes.
And was knighted.
Yes.
Well,
For saving his life, he said.
Everybody roll either persuasion or deception. Up to you. They will have different outcomes depending on what it is that you would like to choose.
So I got an 18.
19 for persuasion.
18 for persuasion.
17 for persuasion.
Persuasion.
18 for deception.
we spit lies.
Okay. just gonna roll this on you. He looks at you all. Nods, nods, nods. River. Nods. We celebrate then. Ogden,
To Ogden.
the young lad, now a knight.
Now
a
a
very
knight.
knight in our land.
Yes.
Well, I wonder, will he have a manor of his own?
Perhaps.
Say.
So.
Sorry,
Isn't
that
that
Great for the young lad.
you must feel, sad that you've lost a farmhand, but it's good for
Oh,
Ogden.
it's great for him, and I'm sure he'll still be here for the crush. I mean, that's his right. I mean, he would still
Oh,
be
yeah,
here
of
for the
course.
crush.
If he wants to.
He
it's
seems
great.
he
likes
seems
it.
committed to the land.
Well, that's wonderful news. I believe the same to be true.
Have you seen his grape leaves?
They're
I
beautiful.
have indeed. Yes, they are my own.
He makes your best wine.
By the
Great.
way,
And I would say that, most people here in the Farmers District are of very high standing. They are all the best of the best. And this just shows. It shows the other regions, the other realms, what sort of people are here in the Farmers District, doesn't it?
yes.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
We are quite the district.
Yeah.
You guys are so great.
Okay, yeah. So,
Tonight we celebrate
Yeah!
a feast in the honor of the knight,
and you know
Ogden.
what? Manny here, Manny Decadeer, has never tasted wine before.
I've had wine, but I don't
Well, he
like
hasn't
it.
had very
Not
good
wine
wine
as good
before.
as yours.
Because he's only had Oakbridge wine.
Oh. Terrible.
Oh,
Hardly could be considered wine, really.
I really don't like it, so
Well,
I'm happy to
Well,
try yours.
we know we're starting from somewhere good. You've got somewhat of a taste, right? That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, we will make a wine drinker of you.
Yes.
Bring out all of our finest wines, round the table, let's go! Everyone!
And should we not have Ogden himself here with us?
Yes, of
Well,
course.
that is the whole point of this.
Well, where is he?
Well, where is he then?
Well, you all go out and do what you do, I'll do what I do, and we'll reconvene. It's time to celebrate.
Yes, of course.
And he leaves.
Celebrate.
We're out of earshot.
Did you leave?
We left.
Yes.
We are now leaving.
We have left the building.
Okay.
That went pretty well, I think.
They really need to fix that bridge.
There's nothing wrong with the bridge. Why did you
yes.
add that bit?
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Well,
So now you need to go.
now we need to go break the bridge.
Yes, I think we might have to break the bridge.
No, it's, maybe we were just misinformed.
Or maybe they just
Well, we were
free or
there.
something. It's something.
We were there.
Well, when we walked back over, we just
Maybe-
gave it up.
A little.
Maybe our god was just embarrassed and said it was the bridge.
Yes,
Maybe.
because he's a lord, and you know how they are.
Okay.
Okay, so Oliver.
You go and find Oliver?
Yes.
Okay.
Ollie.
How did it go?
It went great, and we're celebrating tonight.
It's happening.
It's
Okay. I
happening.
wasn't sure. My father's had such I don't know what he's thinking.
He's an
tonight.
intimidating presence.
He's very intimidating, even to me.
So
Yes.
scary.
He scares me.
But he seemed sort of excited.
He's
He
ready
was.
to drink.
I think that it went well. He seemed very stern, and then all of a sudden he was in high spirits, wanted to have a party. So I think it went well.
All right, so tonight we drink a lot of wine. We get father to drink a lot of wine. And then when he's good and filled up, I say to him, because trust me, he'll begin his, Oliver, when are we going to find you a wife? And when are we going to get you married off? And that's when I'll say,
Here's my question for you, Oliver. Have you thought about this? Does he not want the Perisim lineage to continue?
of course, yes.
They can adopt.
Oh, I suppose.
He is an only child, right?
He's an only
I
child.
am,
yes,
but that's I've always wanted to adopt.
Okay,
As
good.
long as it's.
Perfect. Then hopefully it goes well.
What was your father hunting?
Oh, it's a big game. They go out and we have all this land, and there's a whole acreage that is basically game for game hunting. They do sometimes foul, but oftentimes they do. Are you right?
I'm just waiting to see what you're gonna say.
Oh, you look sad. Do you not like hunting?
Well, I just think she's wondering if they do it for sport.
Or for reasons of
Eating.
The meat is always well used. It's
Okay.
never wasted.
and
good.
the
But to say that there
skin-
isn't some part of it that is, full, it's a rite of passage in many ways, and
I
it's something
guess
that
that's
is.
okay.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Amongst the yuppie crowd.
The
It
yuppies,
is
yeah.
unfortunate.
It's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Anyway, celebration tonight, so.
All right, Ollie, where's Ogden? Let's celebrate.
Lots of wine. Push the wine. Try lots of wine.
Make sure you say, I'll try it with you.
Yes, I will make sure that he drinks whenever I drink.
Wonderful. Perfect.
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 All right, and as time sort of progresses, the night begins to fall, and you see banners being hung, people running out, and lighting torches. You see Sigram is out there, or Sigrid, cigarette Sigram. Sigram is or Sigrid running about, lighting torches and getting the festivities ready. And there is a band is coming out to play a little. Some bards out there playing their stringed instruments and whatnot.
Leaf is totally into the bards.
Yeah,
What
So
kind of
he's
birds do we
getting
see?
He's grooving and moving.
just different. You mean like what type of
Yeah,
instruments are they playing?
Yeah.
You see several lutes and stringed instruments and other things that bards play and fiddles and.
Put me on the spot. I'm
No,
sorry.
I didn't think
wanted
of
to know.
And
all sorts of
percussion.
instruments, aplenty, all that you can imagine.
Nyx is very intrigued by the music, and it's just like watching them very closely because she just loves the sound.
Yes, and
It's
you
like-
see people now beginning to start, dancing arm in arm, and this isn't outside out in the vineyard. The grounds are beautiful here, and it's the perfect place for a party such as this. And you see Ogden is now wearing clothes that are much more similar to what Oliver was wearing. And seems to be suited up and has his head held high, but doesn't really know maybe all of the the ritualistic things that take place during an event like this. But he seems to be catching on.
Did we fill Ogden in on the story fully? So he.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
He was there when you
Okay,
guys were
alright,
talking to
as long as-
Oliver.
Okay.
Excellent. So now.
All right, so what do you guys want to do at this party?
Drank.
I think Mort and I are hanging out, having a little bit to drink, but both of us know we're lightweights. I'm speaking for Mort, but I think that's
I don't know if I'm a lightweight or not.
I'm a lightweight,
We'll roll
so
for it.
I'm-
I
How's your
guess.
constitution?
constipation.
Well, it's 16.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you both have decent.
Yeah, I have like
constitution.
I have a 16 constitution.
So you can
Super
put
best
the-
buddy pal friends.
I also have a 16.
River will partake of the pizza pie. River
The pizza
will,
pie.
River will partake of the wine. The
Okay.
vino. The vino.
I think
A
that
single glass.
Leaf Manny will personally, go up to Lord, what's his name, Parison. Lord Parison. It's right there, and he will,
I'm sorry, I should not have gone to this drink.
kind of like, well, where's this wine? Just like a gesture.
Right, and so the Lord Parison is seated. There's a large table in front of him, and he has people on either side of him.
Or maybe he doesn't do that. Then.
So yeah, you don't really you can approach, but it's sort of like a a gated situation, not gated, but it's like
I will
it's
say
well.
they want us to roll for intoxication in the chat.
You will.
Oh,
once
we
you
will.
guys have more than a glass or two, because you're fine. You guys can all have a glass or two of wine
It's teens.
before the lips start getting loose, and you start feeling all warm and fuzzy. But you do see that eventually Lord Parison meets eyes with you. Ah, you! Come. You have my wine prepared. Bring it, bring it, bring it. And you see these trays coming in, and there's like 18 different varieties of wine. And they're each in like little, tiny little goblets.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we start with the reds.
I'm definitely watching this.
Do you like a full bodied, a medium body, a light body?
I don't know what I like very much. I know that I like a full-bodied wine.
All right, well, let's start with the driest of dry.
Oh, it's delicious.
You
It's
like
good, yeah.
Is that your favorite?
No.
Let's keep going.
The first one
Your favorite? Is that your favorite?
Which one will we have? On to the next one.
Do you love it?
That one's better.
Okay, so you don't like the dry.
I don't like the dry.
I think
All right, we're
leaf
moving
might
on.
be a
Let's get into the sweet red.
Sweet red, I like sweet.
Yes.
Give him hell, son!
You go,
I like that
Daddy.
one the most so
Yes.
far. Yes.
How about this is a dessert wine?
He's gonna realize
Dessert,
that this
yes,
is
try
the
this.
best wine in the place.
It's way better than that
Oh,
old bridge
Your
wine.
favorite?
This is my favorite so far.
Luke
yeah.
is so much better.
All right, I'll have you roll a Constitution check now.
Oh, that's really good.
How are you guys doing? Nix and Mort, what are you guys
Mort's
on to?
okay. So Mort wants to awkwardly be standing on the stage, like not realizing he's not supposed to do that. Like he's just like way too close to the musicians.
Right.
I'm like right next to him because I also don't understand.
And then maybe Nyx eventually starts.
And I'm
Well,
like,
someone
oh,
has to maybe pull us back.
Maybe somebody in the crowd sees us and is like, "Hey, back off!" And we're like,
With the band.
"Yes." They're like, "Get away."
Are you with the band?
I play percussion.
No.
I
How are you
play.
doing?
I got an 18.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you're
play.
doing-
Oh
you're
my
feeling
god!
good.
big boy.
I
big boy.
play the shoehorn.
Look at ya.
You're a big
Look
boy.
at ya. How are you guys doing with wine?
Well, should we do it?
We've had 3.
As how many have you had?
I've had probably 2, but for my size too, not like 2 friggin' bottles.
Goblets.
Not Benji goblets.
All right, both of you guys can
Benji.
roll for Constitution.
Benji pours hard.
Constitution.
Guidance.
19,
Oh, you're doing great.
19 plus 3, 22.
Lovely. You feel wonderful.
11 plus 3, 14.
14. You're still doing good. All right, River.
Oh, I have to roll for one? I guess I've had a couple.
Have you had? Like, you let me know.
Probably about two.
2. You're fine.
Okay.
You don't have to roll just now. Okay. We're gonna get into our blush wine.
Oh.
Are you ready for these?
I'm ready.
This was a little sweeter and the sangria.
Is he attracted to
sort of
Lee?
Moscato land.
You say sweet and I like that.
All right.
Son, be careful.
Bottoms up.
You're just chugging them all down.
And he's like doing them like a shot.
You're not tasting it
That one
properly.
has like
You just chugged it all down.
an
Yeah.
earthy
Oh.
afterbirth.
That's good. It's an oaky afterbirth.
Oaky afterbirth.
This is it's a good bouquet.
Yeah, I love that one.
Ow.
Gotta really get the nose.
I didn't sniff it.
My dear boy, you take the goblet,
Okay.
you swirl it about. I'm sorry, I thought, oh, you're the one that my son was saying lived in the woods and ate leaves.
Yes.
All right, give it a swirl. I want you to bring it up to your face as if you're about to take a sip, but you don't. You wait. Let your nose just linger over it. Take it in. Tell me what you get. What's the first scent?
Flowers.
Which flowers do you get there? A sweet flower. A spicy flower. Do you get
No,
any?
like a like a peony or
Any? Yes, that's nice. That's right.
yeah.
Okay. Then you go deeper. Not a sip yet.
Okay,
You don't take a sip yet. Now tell me what you smell. This is called the mid. You got the highs, the lows, and the
It's a
middle.
little bit more tart. It's got like a bit of a
Like a berry.
berry, yeah.
Okay, so you got some floral notes, some berry notes. Go in one more time. Don't sip. Sniff.
Is he
Deeper this time?
aware? Is he becoming aware that he's actually an expert?
Right.
That low note. What you get there?
I'm not sure what that is.
Almost like maybe like an oak or a barrel.
Oh,
Some wood.
yeah. Some wood, yeah.
Tobacco.
Oh yeah, tobacco.
Let's drink. Take it in. Ooh, oh, son.
Oh, son.
A small sip. Sip.
Oh, he's goggling.
River.
I'm not quite sure what's going on.
I don't know,
What do
but
you
we'll
think?
drink.
I like that one.
So your favorite?
It's not my favourite so far.
Do you love it?
The one that I liked the most was the dessert wine.
The Chianti.
Yes.
All right, moving on.
Oh, did you
Roll
pair
another
with some fava
Constitution
beans?
save for me.
And a nice count. Liver. Liver.
22.
Ooh.
You seem to be doing better.
That's in his genes.
I'm big.
Oh my god, you
Yeah,
feel
it's
better
like-
once you get wine in
It's
you.
floating. All right, how are the rest of you all doing? What are you guys?
Uh,
are
Well,
you
we're
just watching
probably
this,
had-
River?
Yeah, I'm watching
Watching
this.
it.
I'm
Okay.
taking like
I've-
a glass every so often.
Once the band kicked us out of the space, I at least walked this way to find my friends, and I started seeing this, and I'm like, is he too good at this? Because I don't want the Lord to find out that he's not Manny, he's Leaf Manny. But I might be too drunk to even think this, but I was kind of walking over there. Okay, I'm gonna roll. 11.
11. You needed a 12 on this one.
Nick,
You
how you
find
doing?
that the wine is feeling very warm in your tummy, and then it's feeling very warm up in your chest,
Oh.
and then it's feeling very warm in your throat, and you just burp a little bit, but definitely something came up with
Oh,
that.
jeez, and the
You
waves.
swallow it back.
Jeez Louise.
Not feeling so good. Things are starting to get a little bit foggy. All right, Mort. You had 12 or higher.
I rolled a 7.
Oh no.
10.
Oh no. We're
I rolled a 10.
A 10?
A
Okay,
10.
not as bad as a 7. You are definitely not feeling wonderful. You're leaning a little bit more onto the staff there. The world is swirling a little bit beneath your feet. Not doing so good, Mort.
Maybe we should sit down,
But
Nix.
more, can you tell me a little bit more about that whale?
Well, stop me if I told you this before.
And then I'll go into the spiel.
Alright. River.
I guess I've had probably about 4 glasses now.
All right,
I
yeah,
feel
we'll
like,
have you
as
roll
time
that.
has passed. 4 glasses of wine. You want me to put it here? It's just easier for me to see if I put it
And
here.
this is your first roll?
Yes.
You need 10 or higher on your first roll.
16
Oh,
plus 2.
18.
18.
You're feeling great. This wine is delicious, and you are enjoying yourself tonight. All
That's
right,
right.
you ready? You've got 3 glasses left.
We're watching him basically. at this
Yes.
point.
We're just
I'm
like-
like real into it now. I'm talking as if because I do know wine.
You're a wine boy.
I'm not joking around no more. I'm talking about the different layers. And I don't know wine. Jude doesn't know wine, but Leaf does.
Leaf
so
knows wine,
he's
yeah.
he's really like leaning into it. He's making friends with this guy.
All right, yeah. All right, on to our next. And you're into the white wines now. 3 glasses left. Some Pinot Grigio.
Pain Grage.
This is some of the best.
Son!
The best white grapes we have.
I bet, you know who I bet those white grapes are August's.
Yes. Yeah.
He has the best grapes.
You mean Lord August now?
Lord August.
Lord August.
Like, yeah, and he's just like, no clue what you guys are talking about. All right, the final 2, and then you'll pick a favorite.
Pick a favorite altogether. Maybe a favorite white and a favorite red.
I love it.
Ooh. I could tell I'm gonna like this one better than that one.
Do you like it?
Do you
little
like
sweeter.
this? Do you like that
Little
one?
sweeter.
Do you like it?
What is the oakiness?
No, it doesn't have an oak. It's like a
Like a
like
apple?
a birch.
Birch?
Oh, birch.
Oh, this is a Riesling.
Riesling.
Riesling? So it has like maybe grapes.
Yeah,
Like
it
grape
smells a
flavor.
little bit like grapes.
I bet there might be grapes in
I
there.
bet
It
there's
is-
probably
it's
some
made
grapes.
from grapes.
What?
What? Wait a minute.
That one's better than the first one.
Do you like it?
The last one.
Last one. Is this one sweeter?
This is very sweet.
Okay, I can tell this is
This
gonna
is
be
a
my sweetest
Moscato.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sniff.
You probably pick up on everything.
The Moscato
Got ratatouille over here. Of course.
is my favorite white. Should I roll? Should I roll
You
for
should roll
Constitution?
for sure. Yeah.
That was. I guess it wasn't cocked.
I mean,
It was straight up. It looked like.
It was 15 plus 3 is 18.
18.
Oh my
you're good.
god, he
Your
gets
beak?
less drunk as the more he
The
drinks.
beef.
And
your favorite
my,
red?
My favorite red is the dessert wine. What was it? A Chianti.
The Chianti.
Those are my two favorite.
So you're a sweet boy.
I am a sweet boy. That's what everyone says.
That you're a sweet boy.
He is a sweet
You
boy.
look so familiar to me. There's something so familiar.
Well, he's.
Is it?
He's
It's
the
because
monster.
he just like
Gate?
It must be that you've seen my father, Mort Decadir.
not more.
And you such different accents. Where did you?
I grew up with my mother.
And I'm well versed in a lot of different languages, so it's hard to keep one straight.
Nice. I won't even make your roll deception because he's well on the wine as well. How interesting.
It is.
Dude, how much did you drink, Sir Lord Man?
Well, I drank as much as your friend here, and
Wow.
maybe a bottle more because I do like to drink. And we had a very productive hunt this.
You
this
caught
trip.
lots of things.
I did.
Is that what we're eating?
It is indeed.
Ah,
Mutton.
mutton.
So many. What do you recommend?
Quail.
What
Of
do I
the wine.
recommend? I recommend the Chianti.
Chianti. Can I try a glass of Chianti?
Chianti. Round.
And I'm gonna
Round.
take a,
Oh, round.
I'm gonna mix it with
Are you
my
guys gonna
skeleton.
drink more? Is Morton?
I think
gonna
it's
drink?
it's been so
They give me like a full
long.
glass by accident. So I have like a full. I'm like,
No.
And I'm mixing mine with the skeleton hand.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
is that sanitary?
You rolled so low the last time. Your DC is going to be far greater to pass this one.
We're up for
Cheers, then.
challenges.
Cheers.
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 I'm having so much
Torgen.
Torgen. Good Organ.
August.
22.
Oh.
Oh, you
Somehow
rebounded.
you've had a comeback. Yeah.
You gotta go back.
I
and
drank
oh, I gotta
myself
do mine
sober.
now.
Oh, finally it hit ya.
Uh-oh.
I got a
7.
6.
7.
Oh no,
6. After a lovely, lovely evening with, the Lord here, you guys having such a great, and you did so well. You got through it all. You talked, you learned, you did all the things you were supposed to do, and then suddenly, you just
Alright,
Barf it up.
upheave a bit.
Oh.
I'll have you roll. I'm gonna have you roll a I'm gonna call this performance because you don't want anyone to see you. So whether you are able to contain it into your cheeks and swallow it back, or I would say because of the amount of wine that you
What's your
drank.
performance edition?
Plus 4.
20.
14.
Oh, it's a 10.
14. Yeah, you're able to. Some people have picked up that you're like, ugh. But you're
What
able to
about
not
me?
spew all over.
I got a 9.
Oh, 9. Yeah, you're not feeling well, River. It's not this. The world is beginning to spin. You're not feeling your greatest. After that's 2 failures for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely throw up.
Oh, I run over to like a pot with plants in it, and I just.
Oh.
And as you see River wrapped around a
River,
little pot.
who the heck is
I mean,
River?
So sorry, Nick.
And she's crying. She's
And just Nick. It's like, I always cry when I throw up. You guys look over as you guys are kind of consoling Nix, and you see Ogden sitting at the table with Oliver and his father, and they're all just arms around each other, laughing. And it seems that you don't know exactly what's being said, but it seems to be going well.
Oh, good.
How lovely.
You alright?
I have felt much better than
You
I
did have
did.
so much
I love
wine.
Son, if you vomit, you will shame the family name.
The family name.
The Decadir name!
I swallowed it down. I swallowed down.
What was your favorite?
What was it called?
The
Chianti.
Here's the thing, I had it and I got pretty drunk from it.
I had.
Pretty
Are you
drunk.
drunk?
A little bit. I just a
Nick
tiny bit.
did a-
Don't make a big deal about
I don't
it.
believe it.
Guys, I don't feel so good.
We
Oh,
got good
Nick.
berries!
Oh, good, Barry.
Good
Maybe
belly.
Maybe we should drink some water. I think that's enough drinking.
Water?
for me.
Water's boring.
A water.
You want more? You want more wine? Is that
No. I have some water.
what you want? Here from my canteen.
Leave for you.
Can I do
All the best.
inspirational leader feat and give a speech while drunk?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh God, I have to give a speech. Don't
You
I?
do, indeed. let the wine flow through.
Is Frederick gonna tell you what you need to say in your ear?
Frederick, you've had 7?
Oh, he's passed out. Look at him.
Look at him!
He's burping bubbles.
How am I supposed to give an inspirational speech?
What's his speech about? Let's hear your speech.
Seeing my son today become a grown man has brought me so much joy and happiness. Seeing young August.
No, I think it's Organ.
Ogden stretch out his big firm hands and catch by the grace of God.
You really like big
You
firm
guys
hands.
believe the story of it.
Yeah, by the end of it.
really think it's real. That's
When he
amazing.
grabbed him in his arm space, I couldn't believe my eyes.
He has big arms.
And then, like, the way
They're so big.
Bigger
They're not that big.
they're really
Bigger than
big.
Manny's.
Continue with your speech. More.
Are they bigger than yours?
Thus, no slippery bridge will stop the super best friends and allies.
Super best friends and allies.
That's not it.
We will not see Obsolus's Black Throne tonight,
Oh,
or in no time in the soon future.
No time in the super future.
No time!
you're right.
You know what, more?
So blow the horn and drink
You're my best friend.
the dicks. You're the only friend I ever had besides Frederick.
Oh,
Well,
that's
that's-
sad. I just
I
got
thought
sad.
we weren't good enough to be part of your group.
Who said that?
You.
I never said that.
Nobody said
You
that to you.
implied it.
Are you starting to trust
You
us?
started to trust us.
I don't have any trouble.
I don't know about
trusting
after
people.
tonight.
Goodberry?
And with that inspiring speech,
It's beautiful. Yeah.
yes. So,
Everyone should be ready.
so what do they get?
Everyone
What
gets
is
5 hit
bestowed
points.
upon them?
We get 5
We
10
get-
hit
Get
points.
5 hit points. Add your 5 hit points. And with that, and with like the crescendo of the speech, you hear, "My son's to be married." To who? The night organ.
Oh, that's fantastic news. Great news. What's that?
Nix, it's
Oh,
beautiful.
Nix. You're
I
crying.
just love.
You know, I didn't think I believed in love anymore, but that was very sweet and kind and lovely.
Look at how soft you've become, River.
River
You're going soft.
No.
River soft.
I'm just, no.
Like a little baby.
I'm not a baby.
Like a little baby tadpole.
What? Don't call me that.
I think I'm ready for bed.
What
Are
are you
you?
looking at?
Looking at like
You're like gecko eyes.
Both you're just like crossed
River's
out.
just
Like,
like looking at like this like pole, like this like little like lamp post in the ground.
What do you think you are?
Who do you think you are calling me a tadpole?
Beautiful. Alright, where are you guys gonna attempt to travel?
I'd like to go back to my flat.
Can we make it a
so
takes
Can we
too
just go
long.
back to my flat?
It's about 3 hours.
Let's just go. It's okay. It'll be a fun little nighttime walk, and I'm going.
Now I know I could get there quickly, but I'm not sure about little Nix.
I'm going.
You want me to carry you?
Oh my god.
Could you carry me? In your strong arms?
How much do you weigh?
A good 120.
You're so little.
I mean, with all my armor and shield, probably like a 150. Probably a 150 burger, you know?
I mean, if I was not, you know, intoxicated, I'd
Trust
give you
fall!
No,
So
I'd
I'm
give you a
walking to my
piggyback.
flat. Goodbye.
it's too far.
No, it's far away.
River, that's too far.
River, we should stay at the inn one more
I'm
night.
checking. Are you coming? Come
Should
on.
we- okay, bye. Can we stay in I can't do that.
No, it's not that
He
far.
scoops you up.
It's hours.
Puts
I'm
you on his
falling
shoulder.
asleep in your shoulder arm.
Make haste! Then I'm
And-
just
and
slowly
Lee
behind
grabs
everybody.
River's arm and pulls them towards the inn that we stayed in last night.
No, I just wanted to go to my
No,
flat,
come on,
please.
no.
Go back to
River,
cigarettes.
Yes.
the bridge
And I
is
give
broken.
and I give her
remember?
4 more silver.
Okay.
Not broken.
Yeah, they said they have a little issue with the board they gotta fix.
What?
The board that
The board
that
on-
we didn't make up.
This is an outrage. I wanted to go back to my flat.
I want to talk to my friends.
I don't
Alright.
care about your friends.
My mice.
And you guys go up, River's turning into a mean drunk.
Time for bed, River.
Alright, you
I don't care about
guys,
your friends.
as soon as you hit, you're like, my friend, and you like, you hit that hay, literally, the hay, and you all sleep so very soundly, knowing that you did a wonderful thing today, even though it was sort of shrouded in lies, to somehow maybe fix it later in life.
If it comes up again, I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Yeah, like,
later.
like
It's not
I'm
my
sure the
problem
Lord
now.
of Garrington, we just making shit up about him. It's just gonna be alright.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it won't come up again.
Let's just all
And
go to
that's
bed.
the end
Everything's
of
okay.
that story, and it'll never come back to haunt us.
Never. Alright, y'all sleep for the night.
Good night.
A sound sleep. You wake up in the morning, not feeling your absolute best. Sadly, a lot of alcohol was consumed, and your bodies are pretty darn achy, and you're very, very thirsty.
I just, when I go to move, everything cracks.
Yeah.
Like they hear it next door.
I ask the mice to bring me a water.
And you see these little, like, they scurry back, and they come back with, like, a little thimble.
Oh my god, I'm like,
It was definitely collected from some puddle. but,
who cares? I'm from the redwoods.
That's right.
Who cares?
Who cares?
From those redwoods.
Is there
What
a
are you
window
doing?
in our room?
There is not.
Oh, thank God.
No.
River's about to be like,
Yeah. Yeah, this is just a little square.
okay, good.
Yeah, and then within this, there's like 4 separate rooms in this little inn. It's not a very big space.
Leaf is snoring, and his disguise is like coming off his face,
Oh, yeah.
and he's still sound asleep.
Leaf. No, Leaf. Shh. Do you have to be so loud?
Huh?
Just be quiet.
Uh-huh.
Your snoring is excessive.
I usually don't snore.
Are you sure about that? Hey, don't waste that. It's my good stuff. River like
That's the
starts
good
to hand
stuff.
it out and like grabs like all the disguise stuff and like puts it in their bag.
I can't believe you said that.
It's my good stuff.
My good stuff.
I feel like shit.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Do you need water?
I would love a water.
Boom, 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 boom. Do you need water?
I feel like death,
Okay.
but that's normal.
I want, yes.
Leaf
I
is-
just drank somebody, I think it was maybe still water from the basement.
She had mouse water.
Leaf is gonna go and get 4 waters for his friends
Oh, what a kind boy.
from the general store.
Secret.
There's a
Water
water,
bottles.
yeah, there's a water, well,
To
like
buy a
thing you
bottle.
can get
Oh,
for
he's-
us. It was some Aquafina.
Oh, that's shit.
Puts it in some canteens and brings it.
Fill up the water skins, bring it back to everybody. Y'all gallop
Oh.
Drink it all down.
it.
I drink it all.
Alright, where do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go? What is
Can we
your...
go back to home?
Yeah, let's go back to home.
I just would like to go back to home. I don't. It's kind of a little tiny bit smelly in here. Please don't tell Sigrid. It's not her fault.
I'm
think
just
it's
excited to
nice.
call someplace home.
Oh, it's no. I'm not. Well, it's not. I just mean, it's not your home.
Well, okay. Well, we'll work on that.
I mean, if
We'll
you're
work on
paying
that.
rent, it's a one-bedroom flat.
Sure, sure.
You can ask and see if Raina has another one, and then you can rent it out.
I don't. More, if you wanted to go splitsies, I don't need that much space.
Let's do it. Let's do
Talk
it.
to Raina. There's a couple.
Let's do it, Nix.
I think there's a couple of flats up there, maybe 2. Talk to Raina.
So let us pass through the farmer district and back to the moon touch district.
And down to the market district.
Making
See
your
right
way
now.
Watch your foot on the bridge.
Because we have 2 that would like to rent a flat.
And you see, you walk into Raina. It's looking at these little chimes, wooden chimes. As you walk
Ah.
out the door. Oh. Ah. You've been gone for some time. What have you been up to?
Things and such.
So secretive, this one. Give me a little gossip.
We were in the farmer district.
We got.
The farmers district.
The farmer one,
The
where
farmer,
right,
where the
yeah.
farmers are.
Sure.
Where the
Hey,
farmers
that
are.
Oliver never paid us.
And Oliver never paid us, not even in wine.
You did it for love.
I did it for love.
We're gonna have to get hold of that Oliver.
Oh, what a waste of my time.
You're such a romantic.
Anyway, these 2 like. Do you have another flat?
I just have the one flat above the
Just
shop.
just mine.
I have an extra. There's a small storage area.
You think they could rent it?
Perfect.
It's perfect for me.
I think they like that.
How much you
Frederick
willing
likes
to pay?
How much are you asking
How much
for?
are you asking for?
Well,
Usually how it
typically
works.
I do, 15 silver a month.
Yeah, but this is a storage area. Maybe 8 silver a month?
10 silver.
10 silver, split
One,
3 ways.
5 and 5.
2 ways. Oh,
3
3
ways.
ways. Sorry.
Right,
To explain his own way.
3 ways, and that's not bad.
I'll take it.
10 silver. I'll have to ask you guys to clear it out for me though.
Oh, can we do that tomorrow?
We're not the most.
There's not
strong
much in it, just some
individuals.
of my old boxes and things.
Well, I'm
I
gonna go
used
in there
to-
and look through all of our things then.
Nix!
Well,
She's renting you a space.
But I'm not telling her. I'm gonna
Oh,
do
you're
this.
just telling
I'm
the DM that.
stealthily this.
You're stealthing the words to the DM.
Stealthing, like,
Alright.
I say, okay, we'll do that for you, but I had an idea in mind of looking through all the things to see if I can find anything. Because she's kind of ripping us off a little bit. I won't lie.
I won't lie.
But what does our flat have that theirs doesn't?
Nothing they can have.
Space.
No, I'm just saying, how much are we paying compared to them?
We're paying 15 silver, they're paying 10. Ours has a bathroom.
It does have a
There's
bathroom.
no bathroom.
Never mind, I lied.
A
Ours has a
bathhouse.
bedroom and a living quarters area.
What about
We
a
have like
kitchen?
a wash
A
like
wash
tub.
area and a kitchenette.
We just go poop on the streets.
Just poop on the
We don't
streets.
poop on the
Well,
streets.
they have a toilet in the shop.
Is
Well,
that
we
what
could
the
go in
mouse
the
dog
woods.
did?
We can go poo in the
indoor
woods.
There's still
plumbing.
indoor
There's
plumbing.
outhouses.
There's none.
Yeah.
I don't know why my brain is like, yeah, there's a bathroom. You can use my wash tub.
Oh, great. I'll go right away.
No, not now.
Tommy. I love Tommy's comments. I keep an eye on.
Poop in the streets.
Big
Moving
tech comment.
on. Let's clear out this stuff, and you guys can furnish it yourself because I don't have any extra furniture for you.
And you guys see as you guys get up here, right? Like it's your flat, and basically like this door that you didn't ever even really know. It's always been locked. She goes and unlocks, and it's just a storage area that there is stairs. Like as you walk up, there you can reach it from the outside stairs. That's where she's like kept some things, some overflow. But like there's also another door that comes right into your flat.
Oh, great.
Oh, we're neighbors,
so
baby.
yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
you're-
like you
this
have a
is like
bedroom in
it's
my
Super cool pals.
So Raina, here's the thing. It's like they're sharing a flat with me.
Right.
So what if we made my flat 20 silver pieces a month, and then
Split it.
split it,
No privacy.
and we will.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm a
I want to hear what River was about to say.
Okay, sorry.
We will.
She doesn't give me much.
We will. How do you say?
How do you say?
I say.
We will tell the world about your
Trinket shop.
trinket shop,
We're really
My
good
collections.
at
your
hitting the
collections,
streets
and we
for
will
people.
tell
Get
everyone
people-
we meet.
We get people to listen. I'll tell you what.
Do you?
We
Just did
yes.
Well,
yesterday.
he's very quiet. And it's like every other time. that
Yeah,
the
it's
pronoun
not.
is
It's
he or
never
she.
correct.
Uh,
Oh, Raina.
Rena, it
20
confuses
silver
me too.
pieces. You tell the world about my very collectible collection.
20
I
silver
own this.
One
and
of
I reach
one.
In, and I reach in, and I reach in, and I pull out the ladybug that I bought last time. I say, I'll show this to everyone you know.
20 silver pieces for the flat. Sounds great.
Thank you, Raina. That's
Well,
5 silver pieces apiece.
You really got me this time. Pulled one over on me.
No, I will tell everyone about your collections.
And you can see that she's very pleased with 20 silver pieces, so you're more than all right.
Make yourselves at home and know you can't have my furniture.
I sleep standing.
I just need some hay and a dream.
Some hay and a dream. Maybe a pillow. Maybe we can find you a little pillow.
Raina, do you have any pillows?
Raina's gone.
When it's gone.
We'll go to the
God
market
damn
district.
it.
We'll get you a pillow and we'll get more to
A
A
coffin.
standing coffin.
a standing coffin.
I want to suck your blood. You're like he's a vampire.
Like,
He's like
open
this.
it.
He's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
yeah.
one?
With one arm.
I'm always having a heart attack.
No. That's funny.
A standing coffin. Terrible.
Okay.
You know what? I think that it's a shame.
Hammock.
Well-
We'll get Mort a hammock.
I'm gonna go take a look at our living space.
Go right ahead.
I think that it's a shame that I have been awake for 4 hours and have not eaten a single thing.
Eaten a single thing.
I've been
Eaten
eating
a single thing.
a single thing.
Good
do you think that-
berry?
What does Benji have downstairs? I'm gonna go look. Does anybody else want anything?
I will go with you.
If you could grab me maybe a little bit of snack, that'd be great. But I've got to check out the storage space.
A stack of what?
A snack.
Snack.
A snack.
Okay.
A
So
snack.
just Nyx is staying up to look through the things.
I'll stay up
You're
too.
gonna stay, okay, so the two of you are like rummaging through these old crates, and you two heading downstairs?
Yeah,
Okay. Alright, we'll start with Nyx and River. Go ahead and start looking through these little things. You do find like some useful items. There's a few useful items. There's like a little like black like cauldron pot for cooking.
Oh, nice.
Some things that maybe she had in her first apartment ever. So there's like a few little like doilies that look like they've been they were handmade. Just a few items, things like that. Nothing of any great value, but things that have been long forgotten by Raina. But could be useful to use in your space.
Okay.
We will.
I'm
do
gonna
so.
take the doilies and make my space pretty.
You're gonna take the doilies?
I'm gonna put them on my wall, really low down, so. That
Well,
you
I'll
can
take
see
the
what's
cauldron
going
pot and place it in the kitchen.
Okay.
And
yeah, you guys, your flat, like if we were going by like normal, like what we use, it's like a 750 square foot,
yeah.
like flat. Your little space in there is probably like, like 220 square feet. It's like a not
room.
teensy tiny, but it's a pretty small
It's a
little
room. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's enough that you guys could put like a little divider up if you wanted to like have your own little spaces and make them your own.
Because and then River has like a separate room because Leaf has.
You
been
have your own room, then
yeah.
Leaf is on the
couch,
sofa,
whatever it is.
the Davenport.
The
I don't know
Davenport.
what it is either. I have
The
no
Chase
idea.
Lounge.
The chaise.
The Chase Lounge. Well,
the exact same way. Exact same way.
so make sure you have your money next because you need to get yourself a little bed. I don't think it's right for you to be sleeping on the floor. I mean, I don't know. How did you sleep before?
But maybe
On the ground.
Leaf isn't here.
No. Leaf and Mort, you guys are down at Benji's. And as soon as you guys get in, he's like, oh, friends! Been gone.
Benji.
You've been gone for a day or two. What you been up to?
Well, you wouldn't believe we found those blonde chaps.
Heard about that, yeah.
Then we were
blind.
those blind chaps.
Blind guys.
Then we were contacted by what was the name?
Oliver.
Oliver
I was
Person.
Parison.
Oliver Parasim. And
Oh, the Parison man.
yes, we had some business there and saw a bunch of things happen and helped out with that. Got drunk, came back here.
What kind of things happen there? I always wondered what happens up at that
A
man.
lot of wine.
A lot of wine, had a party.
Hunting?
Lots of vineyards.
Slipping on bridges.
Slipping on bridges, knighthood.
Knighthood.
Knighthood?
The story of a young farmer become lord.
How wonderful is that? That's actually pretty interesting stuff. You know what's weird? Did you guys want something to eat?
Yes, please.
Nothing to drink
Let's get
though,
you something.
please.
No, just maybe
An
some.
ale?
No.
You all right?
We had a lot of wine last night.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's very sweet.
All right, let's get you something good. I'm trying out some new menu items. So you let me know what sounds good. I want to know how this sounds to your. If I put this on a menu, I'm call it the meat stick.
Maybe not that.
Not that.
What is it? Is it? I
It's
mean,
meat on a stick.
what kind of meat?
Whatever meat I have that week.
Maybe go
What
with
about this? And I've never heard of this before, and I'm about to invent something. Have you ever heard of cornbread?
Yeah.
What
I
if
like
you
cornbread.
took the
You
meat,
invented it.
put it on a stick,
Right now.
put it in cornbread batter, fried that in oil.
Fry it
Did-
in oil. Fill a pot of oil.
Put some oil down
And then you have to
Turn
put
it-
it over a
put
really
over-
hot flame.
over a flame. Be careful because it'll splash. Then cornbread batter on the meat. Put it on there.
Dip it in the oil.
Dip it in the oil.
Pull it out. Meat stick.
Corn and meat tornado.
Corn meat.
Corn
meat
meat.
stick.
Corn meat.
A corn meat
Oh, I'm not
stick.
here.
A corned meat stick.
Corned meat stick. That's what I'm gonna call them right now.
I see
I
we
think I
are
just-
very good at
Meat
PR and
stick.
branding.
I
That's
just
genius.
I love
invented
it.
that.
Right
I
now.
love it.
They're going to be eating that for ages.
All right, I've got ham and cheese on rye today on the menu.
Okay.
I don't have the other thing yet, but I plan to do that.
I'm excited to try it.
Oh, weird thing happened
Yes.
yesterday when you guys were here. There was a human. He was sort of a what I call, a very brash and not brash, and it was very I don't know. He was slick tongued, silver tongued. Asking about River.
What did he look like?
He was a handsome bloke. Long, kind of pulled back hair. Maybe about shoulder length.
What did he ask about, River?
Just if River had been through.
What did you tell him?
Well, yeah. But they weren't here right now. I didn't tell him where you went or anything, but I said I'd seen. Kind of caught me off guard, if I'm being honest at first. But then I got kind of the heebie-jeebies about it, and so I didn't say, where they lived or anything, or that they lived here even. But I said I saw him pass through a few weeks ago.
That's good on you, Benji.
Yeah. He didn't feel right. But I thought you should know that.
Did this individual say if he's staying in town or if
He's
he?
not staying in town, I watched, but
Okay.
he was asking. He didn't stay at any of the inns. Doesn't mean he's not here, but he didn't stay the night.
Did he give a name?
He didn't.
And you said he had long, blonde, slick back hair.
Not blonde. It was dark.
Dark.
Darker hair. Not real dark, like a dirty, like a
Greasy.
dark blonde, but a light brown, but also sort of dark in some places. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Black cloak.
How old did this human look?
Probably 30s.
Who could this be?
Well, maybe I will ask River about it. I do appreciate your friendship and
Of course.
sussing out.
Yeah, I got you back.
Yeah.
And that corned meat stick. It's gonna gonna be a.
That's gonna be a hit.
It's killing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I bring me a corned beef stick?
He doesn't
He
have
doesn't
a
have
hat.
them yet. Just
Oh my god, you haven't even made them yet?
what
He
was
hasn't
it?
even made them.
Ham
Made what?
tash.
The corned meat stick? Yeah.
No.
They don't
He's
exist
just learning
yet.
how to fry a
A
whale.
glad to do. He doesn't know that he can fry a whale.
Ham and cheese on rye is the special. today.
Okay.
Ham and cheese on rye. I will take
Wait.
one of those.
All right, you got it.
Mort will take one, and I will give you the coin.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we leave,
3 copper for you.
give me 2 more when we leave
Okay.
for our friends River and Nyx.
I will
12 copper pieces.
I will have mine cheese on the side.
That's 1 silver, 2 copper.
You're gonna give me cheese.
Yeah!
Your cheese on the side.
Yeah, you're getting the cheese.
Okay.
You want the melted cheese on the side?
Well, just don't melt the cheese on.
Leave the cheese, don't melt it.
But I want a piece of cheese for my mouse folk Nyx.
Oh. So you just want a ham sandwich.
And a side of cheese.
You want me to put the extra cheese on the sandwich, or you want it on
I
the
don't
side?
want the cheese on the sandwich. No, thank you.
But for
Side.
Nyx, do you want extra cheese on their cheese sandwich, or do you want
Put-
a
put
ham and
put
cheese
his
with cheese on the
cheese.
side?
Put his cheese on Nyx's sandwich.
So a cheese, extra cheese sandwich.
Extra cheese ham sandwich, got it.
Okay.
Just
I feel like Nyx and River are just awkwardly.
we're not very
Stealing
close.
through stuff?
I'm
Like-
decorating my room to make it feel more homey, and I'm putting like little hay in the corner so I can sleep on it. And like, do you really have a rag?
A rag.
Just a rag.
Do you want like
I don't.
I
need
don't
any-
know a pillowcase?
Oh my god, would you really give me a pillowcase? It's so pretty.
Yeah, I mean I have more pillows than I need, and I have like my bed has like a nest of pillows. Okay, River is a connoisseur of comfort, so just because you know, a
Of
thief's
course.
life isn't always easy. So they go in and they find a pretty. Do you want what's your firmness level here?
Oh, whatever you have. I don't really have a preference
You
for
don't-
anything at all.
Okay, but I mean, do you like something super soft? Do you like something medium, maybe hard, firm?
This is so hard to say.
Like lots of down feathers, maybe not so many.
Maybe yeah. Look, if a down feather, if you don't mind me having a down feather, if you don't have, you don't have to give me that at all. You could give me anything, and I can maybe.
Yeah, that's what I have. I just want to know if you want one with like a little bit of extra, or maybe a little.
Just whatever bare minimum.
Okay, so River's just gonna grab like a pillow, a perfectly Nyx-sized pillow, and bring it in. Doesn't really, just whatever, and just hands it to her
Thank
to
you
sleep on.
so much.
And it's like a bed for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you have it. And so there's a little crate right next to like where
Oh my god.
your bed is, and you haven't looked in this crate yet, but in this crate you find like little pieces of like patchwork and like some different pieces of fabric. So there are some little things that you can work with.
Oh my god, I'm gonna make a little cute little baby bed. I'm gonna empty that crate and then put the pillow in the crate so I have the pillow in my bed.
I
in
love
my
it.
bed in the crate.
That's precious.
And also whatever else I can find to make blanky.
And as you guys are talking, finishing this conversation, Mort and Leaf come up the stairs with ham and cheese on rye.
Oh, thank you.
Cheese on cheese.
Thank you so much.
Can we talk?
Yes.
I'm picking up big old
Yes.
Ow.
So
Nyx, you might want to
Leaf
be
is
around
gonna
for
take
this
River
one.
into the bedroom.
Oh,
What about
I
us?
was also there with you.
Okay, all right. We can
No,
just
I
have
would.
it.
If it's serious, I would. Okay.
Well, how about we just leave the door open?
Leave room for Jesus.
We leave room for Jesus, for Absilas.
There was a man looking for you, says Benji.
Oh, that's strange. What?
Black coat or a cloak, something of that sort. Long hair pushed back.
Dirty brown, mid-30s.
Dirty brown, probably greasy. He said he was brash.
Probably greasy.
So yuppie.
Oh,
Probably
Benji-
greasy. Probably did a shower.
did Benji?
Benji said that you passed through a few weeks ago. He's a good bloke.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for telling me. That's fine. Okay.
So who's it? You don't have to
I-
tell us.
Yeah. Just some bloke. Nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Morton very quietly. I feel like this guy isn't good news.
It's okay, little Nix. Benji covered our trail. But, River, do we have to worry about waking up with a knife to our throats from somebody?
You wouldn't.
Okay. Frederick?
We
No,
would.
we're just fine.
Okay.
We would.
You're fine.
What about
you?
Oh, it's okay. I can hold my own.
You're allowed to accept help from friends, super pal friends,
Super best friends.
Right.
tremendous
Best great
ally friends.
Allies.
Keep working. Keep workshopping
It will come
it.
It's getting
eventually.
somewhere.
We're really good at branding.
We're really good
Really
at
good.
it.
Yes.
We might open a firm.
Corned
You guys are
meat
safe,
stick.
so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
But we are worried about you.
Your battles are ours.
See, that's what happens when you have friends.
We're an adventure team.
Okay.
A troop of pals.
A troop of pals. That's
River's
pals.
feeling very awkward about this situation. Maybe a little bit like overwhelmed. Okay. Thank you.
This is a really good sandwich. Is there extra cheese on this sandwich?
I think we had Mort's cheese put onto your sandwich. We thought that was what you would like because you're a mouse.
I am.
And you like cheese.
Thank you so much.
And as you guys sit here enjoying your ham and cheese sandwich with extra cheese and some with no cheese, River sits there looking at their sandwich. And the memory of a past that was not very good. And hopefully you'll find out more about that in our next session.
Whoa! Whoa! How good is the sandwich?
I'm so surprised no one wanted to like insight check on.
I didn't even think about it.
I think Leaf understood and was like, all right, this is an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, I'm not ready to
Right.
press
Yeah.
it too hard with River yet.
That's
like,
good, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid of you.
Like I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of
I
happy
feel
we
like
made
if you
some
did
progress.
also, I
Yeah,
think
like,
that would be so River would kind of probably be like
I didn't
a
want to press.
pull away
yeah,
situation.
we don't want to scare you off.
Yep.
Perhaps I don't know. It's just
That
my
was
character.
cool.
It's not like I know.
We didn't even have to battle anybody.
There was no
There was
fighting.
no fighting.
There's no
today.
fighting.
Crazy beans.
You guys did good. Everybody did good. And you guys did it so much. There was so much that happened that was important. It's not always about like the battle that gets you the experience. And you know, getting closer to another level. Not quite yet, but getting closer. Getting close to the level 4. Yay! Thank you guys so
Thank you
much
everyone
for
for
joining
watching.
us.
Catch our first session on YouTube. If you did not get to see it, it is now on YouTube at 5-Sided Die. And this episode will be uploading hopefully by Tuesday. We had some uploading problems.
We didn't have any audio issues this one, so I think we're
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, I
Go
think it's
right
gonna
to
be great.
upload. We won't have to
Much
pull
better.
it into Final Cut or anything.
So check us out on YouTube. And I hear some people asking for a 5-Sided Die Discord in the chat.
Oh, we should
Yeah.
totally
Okay,
do a
yeah.
So
Discord.
I'm thinking watch our social media for that. And again, if you're not following us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok yet, please follow us at 5-Sided Die, spelled out 5 except for Twitter, which is a 5.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Kevin
And-
Swades, I think you've got something to say, huh?
We got the results, the final of the leather coaster giveaway for the 5-Sided Die team. This one is for Kitty Litter Sandwich.
Kitty little Sammy.
Kitty Little Sammy.
Cat litter.
Cat Litter Sandwich, and that is for Rash Free. They won by rolling a die.
They
Same
did, rolling a
coaster and
die,
everything.
and many giveaways to come,
Yeah, and so I'll be getting these to them whenever I can.
which is awesome. We have our very own. So there's only the 5 ever that Kevin made for us.
And then the 2 that were made for the giveaway.
Tommy doesn't have one.
Tommy doesn't have
Tommy will get
Oh!
one. Tommy will
Hell,
get
guys.
one. Big Tech Tommy.
Tech Tommy gets nothing.
Big Tech Tommy will
Tommy
get one.
nothing.
You can't have liquids by the computer,
You guys
you know,
just
it's
shoved
not.
me in this corner.
Yeah, I know.
As I have 2
Also-
glasses of liquid.
Do you?
Oh no, we definitely need Tommy to have a coaster.
Paper towel.
Tommy needs a coaster.
Also, if you'd like to see us as maybe like a podcast on Spotify, let us know if this is something that you'd be interested in. Maybe you can't always watch or don't always want to watch, but you can listen in.
Listen in the car, listen on your hikes, listen
Yes.
during your
On your hikes.
gallivanting.
Let us know. Let us know.
I like
Sound
to
off in
listen
the
while
chat.
driving.
Yeah,
Oh,
listen
yeah.
while driving. Let us know. Sound off in the chat.
Also,
Spotify
next week
podcast.
Next week.
will be. I won't be available to join the group.
K-Sways has got an event.
The Viking Festival. I'm a vendor there. I'm a leather worker, Ashen Relics. But they will go
Relics.
on probably, right, to do a one
We
shot.
are going to do a one-shot. We don't know what kind of one-shot. We have a little Western one-shot we do.
Well, listen, I
I'm garnering-
saw Rash Free talking about how he wished he heard Southern accents. So I think a one shot Western. would
I
be
think we
good.
should head into the Western territory. We have some pretty banger characters already from the previous Western, so I kind of want to bring them back.
Heck yes.
And we're gonna have our friend Iggy, the one-shot king, as he wants to be called.
It's amazing.
No.
Iggy the one shot king.
Anytime we need a one-shot king, he's there to provide. No, but he said that he would be able to do it next week. So there would be us two, Elena may be late,
A little later.
and then Iggy as well.
Iggy.
and
In replace
And
of
Kevin
Mort.
in spirit.
Me in spirit, I will be at a Viking festival.
Big Tech Tommy.
If Cat Litter Sandwich is in chat and you want to pick this up at the Viking festival, let me know. Just send me a message. I know who that is.
And Rash Free, if you're going to Youngstown, Pride in the Valley, let me know and I can bring it to you.
Go to Pride.
Tomorrow.
Pride.
And if you don't go to Pride, go to Common Goods Pop-Up Studio tomorrow, because there's another vending event local.
Also, the
From
Slovak
5 to
Fest
9.
is happening.
Oh, yeah.
downtown
A lot of stuff
Youngstown.
happening in Youngstown.
So much stuff happening
Yeah.
in the YO. The big YO.
Heck yes.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks,
anyway, that's enough for today.
Youngstown loves you.
And we will see you next week for our
Five.
Western one shot. Do five.
Love you guys.
And thanks
See you
again,
next
Melissa,
week.
for DMing. You're the best.
Oh, I love you guys.
Fat piss.
Bye. Do
What's
fun.
wrong?
Fat piss.